How does that sound? How does that sound? It works! That's right! It works! Tonight, look at my hair. I love it. Ocus, diddly ocus. Tonight is the show of shows, because tonight people have been asking for years, what do we look like from behind? Look like this. Oh, you can't see me in that close-up.
Yeah.
You were too late, Catherine. Big show tonight. I'm going to open up Zoom, Catherine, while you tell the boys and girls, the ladles and jelly spoons, what is happening tonight. I'm not finished. Tonight. What's that song I want to sing? Tonight. What's the song I want to sing?
Tonight I want.
No.
What?
I don't know what that noise is. We're not going to have... I'm so sorry for killing the show. Yes, there were technical woes. There's going to be some weird stuff is going to happen technically, because I'm halfway between switching from Streamlab OBS to Stream Elements.
Slobs.
So, and I kind of got halfway through it, and it's fine. So, the tip goal, we have not made £3,681 on the tip goal. So I've got no idea what's happened there. So we're going to get rid of the donut bar. I don't know what's going on. Let's open up Zoom while you tell the ladles and jelly spoons, the boys and girls,
ladies and gentlemen,
what is happening tonight.
Welcome to the show.
Oi!
We are gonna give you something you should know.
Oi!
Basically, if you are one of the slackers who falls asleep before we raise
God, I
people,
hate you. I'm gonna. Is it legal to kill people? Have I confused the movie, the Purge series, with real life?
with real life, yeah. Again, unfortunately, yeah, which is troublesome. If you miss the raids, then you miss some fantastic, talented,
miss some great
creative
filler.
individuals.
No, she was saying.
Yeah.
was saying.
So we want to make sure that you get a load of them, right? So
Well, you're going to get a load of them right now,
you're
let me
going to
tell you that.
you're going to get them stuffed right down your face hole.
Right down your cake hole, baby.
We've invited 3 and 3, right? Because what we want to do is get them on
Three
together.
cubes, that's 9.
We want to get them on together because not only will you get a kick out of them, we think they're going to get along famously together. And actually, there's be a little bit of cross-pollination, bit of inspiration going on for the nation in our isolation
Oh, I think I've
station.
opened the wrong meeting. Hang on, I think I've opened the wrong meeting.
So yeah, that's what we're going to do.
What the fudge? Start my own. Here we go. This one, Heroes of Twitch. We're starting. So, join with computer. And I know that we got some great people coming, right? And it's a nice mix. Some you'll know, some you won't know. And we just want to, it's really hard to get noticed on Twitch. And we're really lucky because, I'm a celebrity and she knows me from I'm a Celebrity. So it's hard to get noticed, right? But we're lucky in terms of our audience numbers and our replays and stuff. So we want to shine a light on people that deserve it.
Yeah.
And
don't get the props they deserve.
Now, this is going to be a technological nightmare. But I'm not going to get upset or carried away like I did yesterday. Apologise. We're getting raided by Dom Jolly, ladies and gentlemen. Dom Jolly is raiding us. Thank you, Dom. Lovely to see you. I hope your stream went well. Of course, that has caused a problem. There we go. That's gone. Technical. Dom Jolly, 93 of raiders. Thank you. We're just having Heroes of Twitch tonight, where we're introducing some of the lesser-known faces from Twitch. Look who we've got. It's What's on the Tapes, it's Sinjino, and it's MZ. Here's the trick. You've been punked. We've got you on to say that we think you're shit. Punked. Oh, that's true.
This is
that's
true,
true.
Sinjin,
Dom,
you're
thank
right.
you for the sub. Lovely to. We should talk. It's lovely to see you. It's so nice to see you. How are you guys doing? And who has met who before? Hang on one second. I've just got you coming out of the wrong speaker, guys, so they can't hear you. Come on. This is.
Shh, everyone shush.
Everybody shush. Why can't they see you? Pete, could you count to 10?
Oh, that is a big cup of tea.
Can you count to 10, please, Pete?
Yes, I like.
Keep going.
4.
No, that's not it.
5.
This is going to do it. Oh, why is that not coming out? Right, you can stop counting to 10. This is so. They can't. Oh God. This is bone digger, bone. No, we didn't have it. It was, you couldn't hear it. That was coming out of the speaker. It was not coming out of the thing. It should be coming out of the desktop audio. So we just go in here. Performance mode. Here we go. You talk, Catherine, while
I'm going to talk. See, this is great because it feels like we've invited 3 work friends that never meet each other. They're on different floors, right? And probably for a good reason. It's like crossing the streams, especially when MZ's involved. But I'm really excited to see. I got my mind set. Hang on, George Harrison there.
It's gonna work. No, we can't. They can't.
They can't hear.
I don't want to talk until. Actually, this is the perfect time to say bad words, isn't it?
This is the perfect time to do all the swears.
Hang on. Pete, could you count to 3? No. That's George Harrison that's causing that to peak. This is so. Right, everyone be quiet. Shush. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. MZ. Say a word, MZ.
Word.
We can hear you.
Hey!
Hope, Joanna, give me hope. Joanna, give me hope. And this is the thing. We've got like 100 times all of your viewers combined.
You know what? Shut your face.
That's
Shut your big old
rude.
face.
How dare you call us out like that?
Wow.
We are terrible.
Thank you.
Right, sorry. I asked who knew who. Who knew whom before?
Okay, so I don't know Pete. This is Pete and I's first
Yeah,
date.
I went into the chat for the first time on MZ Stream last night, and I came into the stream immediately. She's talking about the fact she found a black pube. So
I did find a black pube.
Yeah,
Yes.
I heard
Just
that.
where though?
Well, where else do you find pubes?
I don't know your lifestyle. It could be
In the throat.
I don't know. We watch
Yes.
a program in this country called 4 in a Bed, and if you find a black pube that doesn't belong to you in the bed, you can get £25
Yeah.
off.
Really?
Sounds like a fun game.
I need to go there. That's
it's-
where that's where I
might
make my money.
it might not even be a pube, but if it's got a little bit of curl to it, you're like, that's a pube.
That's
25
20
quid
quid
off.
off at the end.
Exciting
Thank you for the
savings.
raid. We've just been
Please
raided by
explain the £6 underpayment.
It is a great 4 in a bed, which 2 of you will not know about. Is a
No.
Thank you so much for the raid. That's
Why
so
would
kind.
you assume?
It's have you seen 4 in a bed? St.
I've
Gino?
seen it. I've heard
No, I want to
from when
see
I
it
was
now.
watching a video that if you find a black pube, then you get $20 off.
Yeah.
20 pounds off.
So what it
Sorry.
is
Pete's gone to get his pube.
Farewell,
collection,
Pete.
guys.
Come on, then.
So what it is like 3 or 4 couples who all own B&Bs all go and stay at each other's bed and breakfast places, one after the other, right? And
Yeah.
they are critical.
Can I ask a really dumb question? Right? But maybe it's not dumb. Do they have bed and breakfasts in not Australia, in America?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
That's where they originated.
Okay.
What?
What are you talking about?
You
Yeah, how
invented
would you
beds
know
and breakfast
that?
now, did you?
I know
Yeah,
that.
did you
Yes.
invent it?
We have beds and we have breakfasts. So
That's
it's
true.
just a thing
I
that
like
happens
the fact.
everywhere.
We stayed at this old whaler's cottage in New England when I was a kid. I was about 18.
I didn't know you when you were a kid.
No.
I wasn't there.
My
my
family
goodness.
and my mum came in from a morning's walk and said to the very lovely, very straight-laced New England lady that ran the place, "Oh, is it hot in that kitchen? I can smell your buns."
Ooh, cheeky.
She just meant that obviously the woman had been making muffins. but-
Now, bearing in
Yeah.
mind my 2 young children
like it.
next door, so any kind of sexual talk actually makes me very uncomfortable and is inappropriate. But are buns boobies or buttocks? Buttocks.
Bums.
Yeah.
It would be weird to call boobs buns. They're lady lumps.
Baps, though we call them in this country. They are kind of
Chesticles.
buns.
But so, right, MZ and Sinjin, you know each other.
Yes.
Through you guys.
We're best friends now.
It's the red hair thing. They all
Yeah,
know each
it's
other.
yeah.
Okay, and so you didn't know each other before. How? So what? You MZ because you come into our stream as the Sinjin and you kind of just got talking.
Hey,
Yeah, how did
Sinjin,
it
no.
how did it work? Yeah,
No,
Sinjin, how did
it was a
work?
different. I don't know. Yeah, so it was a raid
story.
from. No, stop. Listen.
How
It
did
was
you
a
meet
Such an
raid.
easy story.
It was a raid from Ian because I watch Ian all the time. Like even if I don't see his streams, I watch his VODs and then I see who you guys raid. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I was there for the raid to MZ. and I was just like, she's super wholesome and
She's
adorable, and
super
also
weird.
a ginger person. I say wholesome. A lot of people are wholesome. Okay, I'm wholesome to a certain extent sometimes.
Mods, can I just ask, while we're chatting to our guest this evening, can the mods, as often as you want, spam the chat with their links, please, so that people can go and have a little look.
sure.
And while you're watching, go off and click follow on their channels. That would be appreciated. And if you lot have any other links that you want us to share, Twitter or any of that stuff, let us know, and we will get it on there.
Yeah.
Pete is one of our mods, and Peter's just shared his own link first. Fuck everyone else.
like,
I'm going in there first. Here we go.
Let me get in.
And now, Pete, obviously, we know you, Pete, through the radio show.
Yeah, I closed down your show.
I think you were maybe the last guest. It was either
I
Doug
was
Benedict being racist, or it was
Well,
you
I
that
was
got us
the-
kicked off.
I was the last time you two were together in the studio because you were off on the Friday and the week after, and then it was lockdown. And
Oh, blimey.
Wow, Pete, that is absolutely true.
yeah,
How funny. That was, well, I'm guessing over a year ago, maybe a year ago to the day.
just under.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Who's got a
Exactly.
baby?
Screaming cat.
What is that? Oh, okay, it's a cat.
That is 5 points to Pete for showing a cat.
Wait,
I want to win. I want to win.
what if I show Jax though? Jax, can I show my Jaxie?
Show your Jaxie. Yep, let's have a look
All
at
right,
your
I'll
Jaxie.
show my Jaxie. Hang on,
we go.
I was wearing shorts specifically for this to show my Jaxie. This is the
That's
Jaxie that
disgusting.
you wanted, right?
That's
No, okay.
disgusting. Yeah,
Well,
that's
I'm
Upstairs.
assuming
I'll
we'll,
get them in a second.
I'm assuming we'll get the obligatory flash from MZ at some point.
I mean, I will. I will.
Obligatory.
we
I
will
will.
be demanding a flash from MZ.
Don't you worry.
Now, so Pete, so
get with
you
this
so you came in the studio, Pete, because you were getting into Twitch and you had this really stupid, dumb idea that I flipping loved.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think maybe a year on you're regretting, but to explain to people who are watching who don't know what your wonderful, wonderful channel is and what it does.
So my channel is What's on the Tapes, and on the stream we find out what's on the tapes. And it's these things, not these exact ones. This is just a photo that I got off Google 5 minutes before the thing because I'm aware that they've got backgrounds and I'm just in a blank room. But
I love it.
I
love it.
I bought loads of blank VHS. Well, I say I bought loads. I bought about 50 originally.
VHS
Blank,
tapes.
yeah, off eBay.
That's a lot.
It was.
That's nothing. That's
It
nothing.
was.
MZ. We haven't
was.
seen how the
Nothing?
addiction has progressed.
Pete, how many do you
Oh.
have now?
I don't know because I got rid of some. I've not got rid of any in a while though. So, I mean,
He stops counting.
I've basically got I've got boxes all in my wardrobe. I've got boxes
Like
to get rid of over
300?
there. It's
500?
probably at least 300, yeah. And
Jesus.
I've got more to go. Someone contacted me the other day saying they've got a kind of mother load of like SMTV Live and Anton Deck type stuff, and I'm like, I would like that, yeah. So
One of the greatest moments in Pete's history, MZ and Sinjin, was when he found a tape from the 90s of me
Ooh.
from TV
Vintage.
that I didn't remember it. I mean, I knew what the show was, but I had no
Yeah.
recollection of doing it. And Pete found some rare 30-second Ian Lee footage.
Some vintage Ian.
Vintage.
I want to
Lee.
see vintage Ian. I
Oh,
want
I
to
look-
see it.
Does he
I
still look Tom Selleckian in that?
I
No,
love
I
this.
look
No.
like Skeletor. I'm very, very thin. Very, very thin in nose. But that was a lovely kind of moment, Pete, where, I mean,
It
the
was,
chances
yeah.
are slim.
yeah, I mean, I won't say it was in my top 5 or 10. But no, it was really nice to be able to kind of to find that and have that connection there.
Top 300 for sure.
But for the
Yeah,
most part, am I right in
exactly.
thinking, Pete, you have no idea what's going to be on the tapes?
Pretty much, yeah. Sometimes there might be a label on there with a film on, but that film might or might not be on the tape. And I'm not interested. The thing is, when there is something on the label, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in like the other hour of stuff or the half hour of stuff at the end of the tape where they've just let it run, or where the thing that was on before it is underneath it, and you suddenly get, some random news bulletin. Or earlier on, I had 10 minutes of a program about an auction of Elvis Presley memorabilia that just turned up randomly. It's yeah. You
So
never
Pete,
know.
are you getting like random ones? Are you finding like random ones that you don't go buy like a specific
People
tape?
sell people sell them on eBay and just like, because obviously they're just
Used tapes.
getting rid of stuff.
I don't know anything about this industry. This is fascinating.
Do you guys have thrift stores over there? Because I know that's where a lot of people get them from over here. It's like
Charity shops,
secondhand.
yeah. I don't think charity shops, even before the pandemic, had basically stopped doing VHS tapes.
Right.
Have you?
Have
you come across any news?
You used to be able to rent it, like, because
my
Pete does like stuff that people have taped off the telly. But they
Mm-hmm.
used to give. I remember post offices used to be video rental stores,
Yeah.
and quite often there'd just be a box of VHS tapes saying take them, and you could help yourself to as many Chuck Norris movies as
Really?
you wanted
That
for
sounds
free.
fun.
I need to move to the UK. Well, I should have moved to the UK.
I tell you what,
Going back to the
I have
question
got.
Emmy asked, did you find news?
Yeah, did you find anything ludicrous,
Like,
scandalous?
lewd or anything?
I have found because I've got so many. I don't go through them all on stream, so I've been relatively lucky. You know, I've had to apologise once or twice but I've not had anything particularly nasty. Or, you know, although earlier on today off stream, I put a tape in, and sure enough, there's insertion and
Oh
Wow.
my goodness. Okay.
Exciting.
Wow.
Don't go through your mum's tape drawer is what I would say it would be. I tell you what, you've all very kindly sent us some clips. So let's have a little look. Where did that go? Because it just opened up. I'm having, what a surprise. One of my least favourite things in the world is having to do all of the technical stuff. And I've just
I hate
downloaded
it.
that video. And now it has just disappeared. Where on earth has it
Sorry,
gone?
mods, can we get a timeout for Bite My Thumb, please?
What's going on with Bite My Thumb? You being
Well,
trolled?
he's just said, don't spoil the surprise that those 840 blueies are currently parcel forcing their way to his mum's doorstep.
If this was someone on eBay was selling 804 VHS tapes of pornography.
Dead man stash.
804 tapes. And we don't know who's got them. If they turn up here at the PO box, thanks very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I will feel so guilty if they turn up at yours. Yeah.
I will be.
We'll be forwarding them to you, Pete.
Oh God.
Once we've watched them.
Yeah, of course.
Why are they called blueies?
Blue movies.
That's
Cool.
still.
Blue is I don't know why. I know in Spain they're green.
Are they?
Yeah. So
Well,
a dirty
Like,
old man
are
is
they
a
like
viejo
literally
verde.
colored blue?
No. But we consider sex. It's just blue. It's just blue.
That's
Oh
Although
yeah,
on
blue
sad.
jokes, like rude jokes, blue jokes.
Oh, here we
Although
go.
on the day that I
That's new to me.
visited, on the day that I visited the radio station last time, I had found one that day, which just literally was labelled Bluey.
Not even trying to hide it.
No,
I've got your trailer, Pete. Let's have a little look.
Oh,
so
awesome.
this is you might be able to hear this.
Hi,
but
I'm
this
Matthew
is Pete's
Kelly.
trailer.
And I'm Pat Sharp,
Come
and
watch
welcome to Euro Disney.
do you remember these? I'm Pete. Join me at 8 p.m. every Sunday for What's on the Tapes, a deep dive into the weird, wonderful and murky world of random VHS tapes I bought on eBay. Could it be adverts from 1987, news from 1995, a bit of Saturday morning kids TV, or the tape could just be blank.
Blueies.
It happens.
Look, this is Family Fortune. This is classic. It's a man blowing a tennis racket. That's not so classic.
Now another wardrobe on the other side.
Yeah, it makes no
Good.
sense.
Now can we
Wait,
squeeze
and
another
he
one
was in a
Like a gun,
restaurant?
I think.
Careful
Yep.
up there.
I think he was the manager.
Good, that's better. Thank you.
This is the highlight.
Ah, that's nice. Now, what about
This is a man
by the
crying
window?
foul.
I take it there are no objections. Good. That's agreed.
Ruh-roh. And did I mention
That guy looks like he wants to
sometimes there's a cat?
Or
Yeah,
does he?
Cat Moore.
Or does he?
He's so pissed off. That cat does not want
Can
to
I show
be
them
there.
some tapes, Charlie?
Please call the Gay and
Angry
Lesbian
cat.
switchboard on 0171 837 7324.
I find far and away the most interesting thing about Hitler, the politician touting for votes.
This is a
in
bold
democracy.
premise for a sentence.
Oh, why are we doing this to myself?
Who's that sat behind him?
Twitch.tv.
There was someone sat behind him.
It's a mirror.
Then you won't be bored again. You'll
This is great.
realise how lucky you are.
Does that cheer them up?
Not always. No, some go away and commit suicide, but you can't win them all.
I love it so much. I love your channel so much. It's and what that does is it makes the mundane look so exciting. Not your show being mundane, but that footage, man. God, some of it. It's a joy.
Intimate. I mean, that
It's
Tory,
amazing.
I don't know if she's still alive, but that Tory Baroness woman, I owe her royalties if she's still around. That clip,
Now,
yeah.
Emsy, so you, and here's the thing, Pete was worried that he wouldn't fit in with you guys, but Emsy, you're filthier than
I'm
that. I
disgusting.
think it could be argued.
I'm absolutely horrendously disgusting, and I'm all for it.
Al, we have got a little mission to get the three of you to partners this year.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
This is our plan, to get the three of you to partners this year, because you're our little project. Because we think you're fab. Emsy, you're really, really close. And for those who
Yes.
don't know what, you start off as pleb, then there's
Yeah,
affiliate,
you pleb it.
and then there's
Affiliate.
partner. So you're an affiliate, but you're close to partner.
Yes. So basically, you get an email saying, congratulations, you've met all the criteria. Then you send off your application saying why you should be partner. So I sent that off. And then they sent me a message back saying, yep, everything looks great. Thanks very much. Let's see if you can hold your numbers for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So 2 weeks will be next week and 3 weeks will be in obviously 2 weeks. So they said, just reapply. And then you just keep reapplying and that's it. And then it's either yes or no.
And for those who don't know, why is partner so important?
I think it's like it's for the ego. It like massages
Yeah.
that ego. Like I'm a someone. Like let's be real with each other. Like people are like, oh, I want to be taken seriously. But seriously, when you get that little check, you're like, fuck yeah, I did it. I did it. So I'm not allowed to swear. I mean, yes, I did it. I did it. So like that's what people really want. And if you're being truthful to yourself, that's what you want. But also better sub money.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. And then as my voice breaks, and then you can just put more money back into your streams and make better community stuff. And
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of
it's
little
cool.
things, aren't there? Like being able to
Yeah.
create a stream team and all this. But mainly it's the ego.
it's massaging that ego. It's like, yeah, you're a someone. It doesn't really mean like nothing would change. You know what I mean? I'll still be the same grotesque human I've always been, but now with the verification, if it happens.
Verified
That's-
grotesque human being.
Yeah, I mean that's my branding, right? That's my branding.
That's the epitaph, isn't it? That will be on the tombstone. Verified grotesque human being, VGHB.
So, Emsy,
You're
for
welcome.
the benefit of those who have not been fortunate enough to happen across your stream, are we going to show a clip?
I have got Emsy has sent some clips.
Ooh.
Let me just find. They're in
I didn't know which one you wanted.
I'm just
I was
gonna.
like, how nuts do you want to go?
Oh, we want to go nuts. Hang on a minute. They're in my whispers, so I just need to go.
So, how long have you been doing this, Emsy?
I a year and a half now.
You must
So
be tired.
the girl, I mean, I'm taking off my top now for Twitch. You know what I mean? The girl is tired. The girl is exhausted.
I should say that there were people saying they couldn't see it in the chat last night when it happened. I don't know if you can sort that out for.
It's a whole like Wi-Fi like issue. It's maths. You know, it's this whole thing. So yeah.
I've got. Here we go. Emsy sent us a few clips, so let's play this one first. I don't know which one this is, but I'm just going to put this over the screen and let's have a little look. Oh, this
Didn't
is.
wanna
This is
run
already starting
because
off
it's
well.
too TOS. Everybody take a seat, get comfy. Tell me how was stream. I sung that song for you.
Did somebody call in? That was a pain in the peen. Did Nigel sing a glorious song? Did someone do something naughty and wrong? Oh, tell me about the chat.
I love the fact that Nigel, who is, who has been hovering around us for years is now part of your world. We
Yeah,
wouldn't bring him over. We wouldn't bring him
I
over.
love
because,
Nigel.
Oh no, it's wrong on so many levels. We'll tell you privately.
Don't let him see that at all.
Okay.
But here's the thing about yours, right?
Yes.
Is fucking hell, where do you get your energy from? Because I can do bursts. I'm an old man. I can do bursts.
You're not an old man. Don't say that. You are
Shut up, man.
not.
Someone said that I was too young for you, which
Yeah,
boy,
you
I want to
are.
dig into that history of what's going on
Yeah.
there.
Can I just? I know we're talking about my Twitch and everything, but I have to tell you this. The other day I was going for a nice long walk, and I walked past a man that must have been in his 70s, and I was hot for him, and I was like, what? Like he was buff. He was a buff 70-year-old, and I was like, I would hit that. Like, what is wrong with me? I don't have dad issues. My dad and I have a very good relationship.
Do you have granddad issues?
I don't.
Some kind of father in
My
this
grandpa's dead.
ancestry line.
How long has
I don't
lockdown been
know.
for you? I mean, it could be that.
Maybe it's COVID brain. Like maybe I don't know what it is, but I like, yeah. If you're over 50, I'm like, let's go, let's go. So I don't know, but it's very, very strange. I don't know why. I've always had crushes on older dudes. I feel like the older men get just they're like a fine wine. They just age so well, and they, like George Clooney, okay looking in his 40s, but older. Like yes,
I mean, George
like
Clooney's kind of the
Clooney's
exception to the rule, though, isn't he? And I don't know about fine wine. More like old cheese.
Moldy cheese.
Give me that moldy cheese. Give it to me.
Can we please
What is
stop-
the Nick Cage thing, by the way? What is that?
Oh man.
So, I love Nick Cage. I think he is a gift from the gods.
Independence.
His hair has more panache than I have in my entire body. Like his hair has
buy that.
lived. His hair
Not
has
that
lived
expensively
more
from the look
than
of it.
I have.
I think he wears it and chucks it.
His hair has lived. It's a journey. It's
Yes, lived
it's
on,
a
it's lived on
feeling.
a prisoner in China.
It's
Not laughing at the Chinese prisoners, by the way. Everyone.
Oh
guys.
God, no.
He is amazing. This is why I love him so much.
What was the Nicolas Cage film we went to a special private screening of, and God, we know why it's private. Mandy.
Oh Jesus Christ! That.
Oh, I haven't seen it. The horror film.
It's like it's a psychedelic horror film. They all take LSD quite early on.
I thought someone had slipped something in my drink, to be honest, because
Yeah.
it was a
Well, there's that, but then I watched a similar film recently about like some aliens that land in a field outside his house, and that all gets psychedelic.
What?
Yeah, someone in the chat will tell us what it is, but
I want to know.
then
He's
and
been
then-
doing some weird stuff with Wally's
Some sort of
Wonderland.
Nick Cage contact high.
Have you heard about the new Nick Cage film called The Unbearable Weight of Immense Talent?
Where he plays himself.
He plays himself. It sounds a bit like JCVD. Apparently, he plays himself, and he's broke because the films are dried up. So he gets hired by a billionaire Saudi Arabian to go to be Nick Cage at his birthday party.
Oh my god.
But
That's probably
turns
happening.
out that he's also actually a spy for the CIA. Nick Cage.
What?
This
Is he writing his own films now?
Are you tripping?
Someone is.
This is real, I think. Color of Space. That's the the alien film.
Wow.
Yeah, this is real. I think I want to go and see that, man.
That
I'm
sounds
down.
kind of like the interview with who is it? James Franco and Seth Rogen, where they go to like South Korea.
Oh no.
And they're
oh
like,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
The interview?
The
Or
one
North
that got
Korea.
Sony hacked. And
yeah, the interview, yeah,
yeah. They were getting threats from North Korea.
and they were double.
Or
agents.
were they?
Yeah, or was it just PR?
Was it
Exactly.
you, Kat?
No.
I don't know. Sony lost a lot of valuable information in that.
PR.
There was a big
PR.
hack. Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
PR, guys. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's PR. It's totally worth it.
So what is your what? Let's find another Emsy clip because I want to give you time.
There's so many shades.
I am going to ask you, what is your stream?
There's the grey shades and the dark grey shades.
I'm going to ask you, what is your stream? And so you're going to have time to think about it because it's an impossible question.
Play the clip and I'll try and make up something.
Let's see what we got here. This is another clip.
I need a vodka soda because
it's me.
I'm a basic bitch.
This one does have the B word in it.
Yep, we've had it.
Yeah, Faisy, you couldn't get down like this.
So this is me trying to be a Valley Girl to club.
Yeah, I'm gonna grind on you. Yeah, Faisy, deal with this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna smack that naughty little bum bum.
Because it
You're welcome.
Faisy, yeah, you can't dance like me because I'm hot. I'm a girl and I'm hot and sexy and I'm blonde. I'm blonde. I love soda and I love Starbucks. I love pumpkin spice latte.
I'm blonde.
I'm a bitch.
Shout out to blonde people.
Because my parents don't love me. And I'm a bully.
Oh, nice moves!
I'm a bully.
I find this very
And
erotic.
Faisy, you're a bitch.
Thank God someone does.
I'm shriveling.
B-I-S-H. I'm at the club. You're at the club. We at the club. We like to get
What I'm
down.
getting joining
We
the
don't
dots
frown
between
at the
these
club.
two
We like
clips
to
is
dance,
that MD is
dance,
mostly
and
about
wiggle your
grinding.
pants.
I mean,
I need
as a woman on Twitch, you know your place. You know what I mean? You know your place.
You can say it, we can't.
I mean, come on. Let's all settle down.
Oh, it's horrendous. How do you? Because now you don't. You two, St. John and MZ. You do. There's a bit of gameplay as well. A bit more with you, St. John. A bit of gameplay with you, MZ. But
less grinding on St. John's. I'm not going to say no grinding.
No.
Bit
Yeah.
less.
There's definitely not no grinding. But yeah.
okay, because MZ, you're a comedian and an actress, right?
Yes.
So how do you find doing several hour streams on your own? Because I think for some people, it's a real, it's fine if you're like acting with someone else or you're doing, something in a club for 20 minutes, 40 minutes set, whatever. Doing 2, 3, 4 hours with no one. How did you find that when you first kind of started sitting down and doing it or standing up and doing it in that instance?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I first started, I had no viewers, and then I had 1 viewer and 2 viewers, and I was just kind of talking out aloud and talking through all my, feelings and everything. And that was really, really difficult. But I actually streamed a lot more when I first started streaming. When I first started, I was doing 6-hour streams, 8-hour streams, and now I've cut back to 3 hours. So I was really going for it. I got burnt out, as you do, because you're like, give all the energy, and then you're exhausted. So now I'm 3 times a week for 3 hours. And because, obviously there's more people coming to my channel now. So this might sound really like, oh, sure you do. I kind of feed off of their energy too. Even though they're not in the room, you kind of get inspired by, something someone says, as crazy as it is. Like someone dropped the pube thing the other day and I was like, that's great. I'm going to talk about pubes in the next 3 hours. And that's how I build my content.
I think the chat helps a lot, doesn't it? I mean,
it does.
There was a thing that I sent it to Catherine, but there was a thing, basically, we had, when those news flashes come up on the bottom of the screen. I don't know if it's the yeah.
Yeah.
We had one of those, and so it turned into a whole thing of the chat kind of turned detective over the next 10, 20 minutes, going, okay, well, when might this film have been broadcast? Right. What might that have been? And then it culminated, and then when we got to the end of the film, the thing comes up saying, and there's been a bombing on a bus in Aldwych, and I went, yes! Because they got it right.
That's probably the only time anybody's ever done that.
Well, apart from
that's not okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gosh,
but do you, like Ian and Catherine, do you guys feel like when it's game time for you guys are professionals. When it's game time, do you just feel that like, okay, it's performance mode, like let's go?
No, but I think it's different when you're working with someone else. I think if I had to get my own head into, I've done shows by myself before, and there's a lot more thought required. But this way, we just come on and continue what's been going on in our fair for the most
but
part,
also, I think partly my lack of feeling the Showtime vibe is part of the problem. The first hour last night was just me trying to sort out OBS, moving from Streamlabs to Stream Elements. An hour,
I hate it.
and I got really obsessed with it, and I killed the show yesterday. Whereas I miss going to work. I miss getting in my car and driving, and then you get a card and you go in, and then you go into the studio, and I miss that element of thinking I'm going to work because my kids are next door, and I go straight to bed after this.
You're living at work. You're
Yeah.
living at work, and that's got to be different. For
Is it
me,
different for you,
Yeah, because
driving in?
I get an hour by myself because I am never alone at the moment. I'm homeschooling the kids. I say I'm homeschooling them. I doze on the sofa until the noise level gets so high that they're obviously having fun rather than working, and then I'll go back to my semi-conscious state. But I have to get dressed, have a wash, go in the car, and so I have that hour's transition between home and work. He doesn't have a wash. I think that might be useful, but we all prepare in our different ways.
It is different. How do you find the chat? Because the chat when coming from radio, right? Oh, thank you for the gifted subs, Tim. Coming from radio, it was mainly phone calls and Twitter, right? I ignored any texts we got. So having the chat there permanently for a long time we struggled with because it distracted and
it's also knowing how much to pay attention to it and when to let it go.
But also I'm seeing for the first time what Catherine as a woman is getting, which is different from what me as a bloke gets. And I wonder how you found the chat, how helpful or disruptive that you found it.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I try to be my best with chat. I try to make sure I'm like greeting everyone, especially when they're new. I think if you don't greet someone when they're new, it's like, well, why would I stick around? Because there's so much content. There's so many streamers. There's so many grotesque humans out there that are just like myself that you can go watch. So if you don't make that impression like automatically, then they're out. But I love the chat. Like when I first started streaming, it was my first time on the platform. I'd never been on Twitch ever. So my first time on Twitch was me streaming. So I didn't have any like, how is this going to work? Or what am I going to do? I was like, screw it. I'll just go with it. And yeah, I mean, I think we had this conversation before, like women do get different things said to them than men. And Catherine knows that, I know that. So it is a little bit different, but honestly, I just deal with it with like a smile on my face. And I'm like, do you want me to show you my boobs? Because I know why we're here. You know what I mean? Like, I just get down to what's important. It's my body.
Yeah.
I think the chat does want that personal connection. I mean, I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but as a streamer, I kind of want that personal connection too. There's been evenings where I've really just felt awful and I've gone on and streamed. And, I'd go on sort of like, I'm not going to put the microphone on. We're just going to watch. And then sort of as it goes on, I'd get to halfway through and go, okay, these guys have lifted me up to the point where I'm like, yeah, let's do a proper thing out of this.
So St. John's got bored.
Oh, nope. I'm here.
Just like his audience.
No, I
bye.
This is a very weird kind of interaction. I came out as being bisexual on here. I'd only told Catherine, and I tried it out on here in front of like 50 people.
Coming out, not being bisexual.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
But to see what it was like before I'd kind of told anyone else, because it's a weird intimacy.
It is weird.
Sinjin, how long have you been doing it? And mods, you just keep those links coming, please, ladies and gentlemen, so that I've just posted, some of you have posted them, just keep those links coming.
Thank you.
So people can go and click follow. Sinjin, how long have you been doing it? And how has it evolved from when you started to where you are now? I know you got pissed the other day for the first time on stream. That was nuts.
It seems
I thought you meant literally.
I kept dipping in, and you were no further along.
I get so confused when you guys say that because I think that you mean angry. Because I was angry last night for.
Why?
Oh.
I got hit by 2 follower bots like back to back. I was so pissed.
What's a follower bot?
They just like hit me with like 200 follows at one time, like all in the span of like 10 seconds. And I was super mad about it, but we're over it. It's whatever. But yeah, I did drink on my 30th.
You look quite angry.
I'm going to talk about it until the end of the week, but I'm going to keep saying that I'm over it, even though I'm not.
Why do they do that? Is that in case you've got notifications and stuff that they just trigger? Right.
I don't understand. Like, it makes no sense, but whatever. It's over. They're gone. They're done with.
The badness.
But yeah, I've been doing it for this May is going to be 2 years. So I've been doing it for 2 years. I did it because I didn't have anything else to do. I lost my job. I lost my job at PayPal, which you don't think that you would do because it's like a big like international company. They laid off like 400 people,
right?
Without telling us really. And then they were nice enough
when you worked at PayPal, did you get paid via PayPal?
No, you could, I think, but nobody's that dumb.
Okay, all right.
Well, some people are.
Some people. No, I mean, sorry, not if you work there, I guess. Like if you work there, it's weird because you know the insides and outs of the system and stuff like that. But they were, it sucked, but at the same time, they gave me enough like cushion to like try out something new. So I tried this out, and I already had like friends from the internet, from just being on the internet, being a millennial on the internet, and just like talking to people, like playing video games and stuff like that. So it just started with like a small group of friends, and it's just evolved to a bigger group of friends. Like everybody that I have in my community, I consider my friend. Like whether you like it or not, you're stuck with me. You're my friend now. Which is why I guess I don't think of it as weird as you guys do. To like have that connection with chat. Like I love being connected with my chat. My chat is like my family, for less of a better word. Actually, they are my family, not for less of a better word. They are my family, especially like my mods and my VIPs and stuff like that. They're very important people to me. So yeah, it's evolved different ways since I started doing it. I've played different games. There was like a long period of time in my first year where I was doing like spooky Saturdays, where I was just playing scary games all the time, and those might come back because I feel like I ran out of all of them. But a lot of my
you were playing
stuff,
spooky games when we found you.
I think so. I'm so grateful. Can I just say?
So sorry, was Emzy just taking the piss out of my moustache then?
No, I was resting my face. My head's very
You were just
thick.
you just sat there
I've
like
got a
this.
thick head. I have a
That
thick
seems
head.
like a
Okay,
joke.
Ian, I need to rest it.
I mean, I did wonder how
That's
heavy
a
your
weird
head was.
way.
It's a question I've been wanting to ask you, but just never felt it.
My ego. I
thought
need to
you
rest
were-
it somewhere.
I thought you were taking the piss out of the tash. That's all. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit
Who
sensitive.
does this though to rest their face though? That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, I got a heavy
Who does
head.
this to
It's
rest their
massive.
face?
Oh my goodness. I was doing that. I was making fun of you the other day, and I kept hitting my mute button is right here, and it kept muting me every time I stroked down, and I didn't know.
What?
You stroke your mic a lot. You know you do.
does.
Do it. Look at him.
Don't you dare.
Oh no! ENTOS! Turn it off! Okay.
I'm nervous because we've got All Music Considered coming on later.
Yeah.
The last
And
time
they
they
watch.
came
Famous.
Hopefully they're not watching now.
on, the last time they came on, we got banned.
What?
Was that like last week?
Is that a joke?
It's not a joke. It's not because of them, but we got suspended.
It
we
was
got suspended.
after them.
It was that episode suspended. They're in the chat. Look, so I'm a little bit nervous about them. We think it's because we froze on a pair of naked buttocks, male buttocks.
Yeah, but they were business
Maybe-
bosses. They weren't fun bum. It wasn't a
maybe it
fun
was-
bum. It was a guy
Oh, it's
getting out of the
business.
shower.
Business
Maybe
bum.
it was
That's
the All Music
fine.
Considered. Maybe it was something they did.
I think that they add to a certain frisson.
Damn. It was George's butt. So, St. John, so how often? Right, and we'll get schedules and stuff from you in a bit, and the links are going up, and I think we're getting a few followers throughout the night. By the way, I should say, if you just tuned in, this is the Late Night Alternative. I'm Ian Lee. This is Catherine Boyle. Tonight we are celebrating the heroes of Twitch, streamers that we have met on stream, and we love, and we think they're brilliant, and we think you should probably check out as well. We got Pete, who's What's on the Tapes. We got Emzy Plays. We got Sinjano. Links will be in the chat. I really suggest you go and click follow on those while we're doing this. And do you know what? I wouldn't be upset if you gave one of these good people your Prime follow as well. If you've been following us with your Prime for a bit, I won't mind. We won't mind if you go and give your Prime to one of these people. It'd be a nice
I
thing
won't
to do.
mind as long as you tier 3 sub to Ian and Kat.
Yeah, we go.
Trickster 1074. Thank you very much for your subscription.
So, Sinjin, right. So how often do you do this?
So I do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes Saturday. Saturdays are probably going to get back on the docket. I do want to mention really quickly, because we were talking about it, I think variation in your stream is like one of the most important things, because I switched over to just chatting for like that small bit of time. That's how you guys found me, and it was like one of the best things that's ever happened. But if I was just playing a normal game, you guys would have never found me. So I think that's very important too.
And how have you found? Because honestly, this is going to happen, MC. I don't know if we've told you this, but this is going to happen probably next year if we're still here. We want to come and do a little tour of the States. And come and like Sing's gonna be doing a stream, and then 40 minutes into it, we just come in and go hi, and we want to come and do a little tour. We want to come to yours. We want All Music Considered, Matt and Janelle. We want to kind of just go and well, exactly. We want to do this.
So what you're saying is you want to visit everyone's house that's on tonight, apart from me.
Pete, I do not want to come to your house, mate. Honestly, not until you clear out those fucking videotapes.
You have so many blueies.
So many blueies. So what do you get out of it, St. John? Because I'm guessing, and I don't want any details. I'm guessing you ain't making a living out of this, or maybe you are. I don't know. But what do you get out of this? Because it is quite. I mean, compared to people building walls and nurses and stuff, it's nothing. But it is actually quite hard work.
It is super hard work. I'm fortunate enough to make a living out of it, but that's just based off of everybody's generosity, and that's anybody who streams. Like, it's all based off of you guys being super nice to us and like giving us your money for time that we're going to do anyway. I'm going to stream regardless of whether I'm making money or not. And like I said before, I just really wanted to have friends. I wanted to have friends that I could make connections with. Like, I've talked about it before on stream. I don't have a very good, like, tight-knit family that I'm close with or anything like that. So you guys kind of like become that for me. So that's one thing that pushes me super far as far as it goes. We talked about that before, like just inspiration, because it's not easy to get on stream all the time. Like, I have panic attacks almost every single time before I stream, just because like I want to be good enough for everybody. And you never know if you are, but your friends are there to help you.
That really surprises me because you seem so natural and so at ease.
So good.
And whenever I put your stream on, it's sunshine. It's sunshine. My 9-year-old adores you. She thinks you're great. You make her laugh.
I noticed Pete, you nodding there or maybe I imagined it nodding when St. John was talking about getting anxious before coming on streams. Is that something that you deal with? I know that sometimes you question why you do it. I think I'm right in saying that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I think it. Yeah, there's a lot of questioning going. I know I want to do it. I also know that. I mean, I know that I've done stand up and things, and so I kind of want to make, because at the moment it's a nice kind of chill thing. I'm also very aware that there's huge parts of who I am that I'm not using. So, but yeah, I mean, there's always a bit of anxiety before you turn it on, because you never know who's. The worst thing for me is when we just don't find anything interesting, and the chat's a bit flat, and there's not enough people in, and it just,
The worst thing for you is when people tell you that Hans Zimmer wrote the theme tune
for Going for Gold. I don't know if you know that.
I don't know if you do know that, if that's breaking news. MZ, how much of yourself, apart from your tartars,
yes,
which you reveal every night, guys,
they feature heavily.
Every night. How much of you, because we talk about mental health, I sometimes think I reveal too much. Both these gentlemen I know do. To more, how much do you do, or is it just straight dicking around?
So I think it's interesting. Like my streamer personality is obviously the most energetic, most full-on version of myself. And it's interesting because I've met people through Twitch and they're like, oh, you're not as crazy as you seem. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not always like talking about my pubic hair and my sweaty bum and like taking my top off and like, because I'd be insane. Like no one would ever want to befriend me. No one would ever want to date me. I'd be alone and just crazy. So there's definitely like, that's like my, as soon as I hit like this chair that I always fart on, as soon as I hit the chair, like I am ready to go. And I'm always like, blah, 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 like a nutter essentially. But like obviously off camera, I'm a normal human being who's like not as wild and crazy as you think I am. But yeah,
MZ,
definitely.
I really sent some judgment just then about being alone and crazy. I just
Listen, each to their own, okay? You are not crazy, Pete. You are not crazy. Do you get 1,000 VHS tapes? Then I'll judge you.
I think I've been there. I think
we have. I've just realised we haven't played a clip from St. John's show. So let us just.
Oh God!
drag
Cover
this
your
over
ears.
here. This is one
They're
of them.
probably all loud from what I
Here we go.
remember.
I want to watch.
Oh, he's playing a spooky game.
Where's that beautiful face?
Steven Garcia in the morning. I got a picture of
Oh my
God.
I could watch that. I could watch that forever. Now, when because this is part of the reason we got the gig here. We get paid like a little bit of money from Twitch to kind of be on Twitch, and that's great, and and it all adds up. But they got us to show that Twitch is not just gaming. Was it always gaming from the start with you, St. John, and then the kind of talking became more, or was it always a bit of a balance?
It was mainly gaming for a long time, but I always talk when I'm gaming. It wasn't until like I met you guys that I started doing like just chatting stuff more often. And we've done like some fun things with just chatting. I want to do more. We're going to start doing cooking streams too, which is super exciting.
Oh, mate, yes.
I have everything set up. I got these headphones literally just for cooking streams so I could be in my kitchen and hear things instead of like having to have
sweet.
You introduced you made us look cool for about 30 seconds with our kids because you introduced me to what's that game? Bean Bollocks, the shitty beans.
Bean
Boozled.
Bean Bollocks.
Bean Bollocks.
The Bean Boozled. I hadn't heard of it until I saw it on your desk, and the kids think I was a hero when it turned up here. Are we guys gonna do it?
I'll do it.
Do it.
I mean,
Bean
whatever
bollocks,
pervert
bean
makes those
bollocks.
sweets needs a letter home to his
That's
mum.
horrible.
It's like a dog dirt
I'll take one that's probably going to be nasty.
Okay, here we go.
All right, this one's either toasted marshmallow or stink bug. So,
mate.
Hopefully it's stink bug. No offense.
Hey!
We got a gip.
oh God!
Yes, that's what we
I
want.
can't even chew it. It's the worst one.
Can I ask a question, St. John? The clip of the gaming stream was how much of that reaction was genuine fear, and how much was?
He can't hide his emotions. Look at his face
Yeah.
now.
He's dying right now.
It's legit.
It's real.
Okay, so people always think that I'm like a big old scaredy puss because of clips like that. I'm not scared of a lot of things. It's only when I'm playing video games. I could watch scary movies and not be scared at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you're playing video games and you're put into an area where you are kind of directing it and you don't know you kind of know what's going to happen, but you don't know when and where it's going to trigger and stuff like that. With movies, most of them have like tells with like the music swelling or the music stopping or something like that.
Sure.
That just happens randomly.
Mm-hmm.
So it happens all the time. I have another clip where I literally am screaming so hard and so scared that my hand is shaking. I have my face and my hand is shaking. I could send it to you if you want, but it's very loud.
Please, I want to see that.
So loud.
This isn't that clip, but I have got
I can't even play these games, St. John. What was that VR game you tried to get me to play?
Five Nights at Freddy's, FNAF.
And I was like, shit, no, I don't want to play this game.
You wouldn't play it. You got quite angry about it, and people had subbed because they wanted
And I
to
said,
see you
this
play
isn't
it.
a thing. I'm
Right.
not effing playing this.
Yeah, I'm done.
Here's another singeing clip. We might even see urine in this one.
Ooh.
This one was my friend. He was taunting the ghost in Phasmophobia.
Why are you playing with needles?
Mid-boss?
Oh my god.
It can come through the door, Hart.
Oh my god, I thought he just died. He dropped something? Wait.
Oh my god! Oh, this is just me laughing hysterically.
Why is everyone squatting? I don't get it.
So,
Look at your face.
it's teabagging. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh. Oh.
He's like the troll of the community. So he always likes to mess with the ghost, and when it backfires on him, it's hilarious. So people like to troll on him and like teabag him and stuff like that.
I
So-
told my kids about teabagging the other day, and
Wow.
yeah, I did. I showed them.
How do I send this
Actual
clip to you?
balls hanging out. Don't be ashamed of your balls, boys.
Gotta show him
This is
the
what we
brain
do.
next time.
This is what we do. What is what's the plan? Is the plan, hopefully we might be, give me that sweet vaccine, baby. We might be, approaching the end of this phase of humanity. What is the plan for all of you? I don't
It's
care.
the season finale of life.
What?
Yeah, bye.
This season has been just too ridiculous, man. I mean, it's
I
nuts.
think they've run out of ideas.
What is the plan? Is the plan to carry on doing this? Is the plan to kind of ditch this completely and go back out and do fucking, I don't know, impro sports? Tonight at Billy's Bar, we got impro sports. Come down and see if you can put these guys up that game. It's only $5. Is that what is the plan, MZ?
Because you're in LA, aren't you, MZ?
Yeah. So I'm
Town.
LA, Hollywood baby. I mean, like I've enjoyed this, so I will continue. I mean, I'm only doing it three days a week, so that's an easy schedule for me. And then obviously back into more industry things and just waiting for the industry to get it going.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
I can do
Give him the
sexy
razzle
dance.
dazzle.
You can do
Give
the
me old
tear
razzle, Ian. Give me old razzle.
Put up a little bit.
Oh, he's
There we
gonna
go.
unconnect himself.
Don't
no,
sit
don't
on
worry.
it.
Oh no! It's Jaxie! Stop! Put it down!
TOS.
I mean,
Here it goes again. Farewell, everybody.
TOS is for
Next
sexual
week.
stuff, though, isn't it? I mean, this is
Good point.
No,
Good
let's
point.
I guess it
All
depends
right,
on who
Ace
you're with.
Ventura.
I can do. All I'm saying is, MZ's act is not very sophisticated. I could do it a little bit better.
Well, turns
Yeah, but
out
no,
there's a skill to it.
I have honed in on my perversion. Okay, I've honed it.
She's honed in on her
finesse
ass.
that shizzle.
Don't worry, MZ. So have weight. Now, Sinjin, what's your plan?
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
keep
going to see if any of our next
I'm gonna
guests are
keep
in the
doing
waiting room that want to come in as well. I don't
cheek
know that.
meat. Yes, cheek meat. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this. I was doing it before the pandemic. So who is Twitch user?
We're
Well,
going
we're
to find
about
out.
to find out.
It's exciting. Could be a murderer.
Come in.
Come in. Who is this going to be? If you're wondering, this is our friend Sinjin. What's on the tapes and MZ plays? Their links. Matty has just posted the links in the chat, so go on, click on that. We don't know who Twitch user is. This could be.
Sounds cool.
I think part of the problem is we use the same
It
Zoom
could be
link for
anybody.
everything, so that people just come and.
They're probably
Hang out.
skeletons that have been there since the last time we were in here and, without any food or water.
I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit. Hey, Andy and George! We got a little bit scared.
You're so mysterious, you guys.
Sorry, we didn't mean to come in so early. I hope.
We saw you there, and I thought it would be nice to invite you in, but because it said Twitch user, we didn't know who you were, and it could have been a random. Look at you two.
Yeah, it said Twitch user. Right.
Yeah, it's lovely to see you. These are our friends MZ and Sinjin and Pete. This is Sandy and George, all music considered.
We've been listening to you and really, really enjoying the insight of just being a Twitch streamer. It's just been remarkable as gamers and comedians. This is really a great show.
How does it feel being the most talented person in this call right now?
Very
The
true.
most talented
Good
people.
question.
I'm used to it, Sinjin.
Oh.
I saw, you may not have seen this, I saw in the chat, All Music Considered have invited us as part of the tour.
Absolutely.
They've got a room for us.
Oh, blimey. Well, that
Two
would be
big
lovely.
ones. Two big rooms.
Two.
Or you can have one room, whatever you like.
Two, I think, would be more appropriate. I believe she snores from the rumors going around town. Now, for those who don't know, so All Music Considered, you play music, and it's the two of you. And do you get annoyed if people keep saying, "Oh, and Sandy's the woman that designed Boba Fett"? Does that kind of annoy you? Do you get tired of that? Because it's true, and I just think it's so cool. George is like, fucking Boba Fett.
George, answer that.
I have little to add.
Diplomatic, I like it.
I mean, I've got a list of questions. You know?
I will put you two in touch.
So does
Matt's coming in
everyone.
as well. All right, listen, Sinjin, MZ, and Pete. it's so lovely to see you, and it's so lovely to see you together. And I just think it's lovely having Pete with MZ and MZ with Matt. And I just think it's so nice, kind of mixing everybody up together.
This is the closest we get to a party at the
Let's
moment.
go one at a time. Oh, there's Matt Walden. I mean, God,
Matt Walden.
What a boy! And Matt, I gotta say, we're growing into the lockdown haircuts, huh? We're rocking this.
It's getting along. It's definitely getting along. But I don't have the stash like you do.
You don't have
oh
the
my
but
lord.
You could do it, boy. You could do it. Right. Let's as we move along. Let's say Pete and St. John and MZ. Matty again has just put the links for your channels. Is there anything else you'd like to plug or promote? Now is the time to do it, guys. MZ, have you got anything?
I'm doing a charity stream tomorrow.
Oh.
Which will be quite good. So there's someone in our community who has kidney failure. She needs a new kidney. She's needed one for 6 years. She had 13 operations last year.
Wow.
I'm going to help pay her bills because it's just so expensive. So if you want to pop
you're
around,
allowed to on. Are you going to be on after us so we can come and raid you? Is that
not today, but tomorrow. I probably
we're going to come and raid you then, as we said we would, because we're going to raid you for the next couple of weeks just to try and nudge you towards partner. I don't know, because people can sub-tier 1, 2, and 3. Is there a donate a kidney button? Is there something?
There should be. We need to talk to Twitch.
Yeah,
Please.
Have a word. So yes, I
have a word. Yes, just
right.
be like, take mine.
So that is tomorrow. And we have said to MZ that we're going to raid her for the next few weeks just to help keep her numbers up.
Guys are the best.
No, you're the best. We want you to be partner, man. This is our plan: is to get you 3 partnered, and then St. John, is there anything else that you would like to plug, please, sir?
Please go to MZ's charity stream. That sounds more important than anything that I'm doing. Sounds way more important than anything I'm doing.
A lot of pressure on Pete now. Pete, if Pete's got like a podcast or something,
I'm sorry, Pete.
He's desperate to get out. Which way is he gonna go?
Let's hear it, Pete.
Make sure you buy lots of Boba Fett merchandise.
There you go. Follow it in. Segue. There you go.
MZ, Pete, St. John, it's so lovely to see you. I consider you, great friends. Pete, that night when we bumped into you in the burger restaurant and we kind of hijacked you and said, "Come and sit with us."
We're not sorry. It was
We're not
great.
sorry. It was lovely, and I look forward to having burgers with
Yes,
MZ
I hope so.
and with St. John and with you again at some point, Pete. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wear a mask and get the hell out of here.
Bye.
Love you lots. Goodbye.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Imagine if they just refused to go. I can't get rid of Pete. Pete's stuck. Pete's stuck. I'll report him. He's gone. He's gone. This is the Late Night Alternative. I'm Ian. This is Catherine.
Hi.
We are. Well, why don't you tell them what we're doing tonight, Catherine? This has already been
We're introducing
so lovely.
you to some of our favourite people from Twitch so far. I mean, we've only been on here for like 6 months, but we've found so many really talented people, and it's been an absolute joy. So, we're lucky that we get you coming in every night, and so we wanted to shine the spotlight on someone that actually deserves it, to be honest. Someone really talented. We've got Matt Walden here. We've got All Music Considered. This is Sandy and George, and I think we're going to speak to Janelle soon.
Janelle is. I was just checking. Janelle is late, but you know what? That doesn't surprise me, and that makes me love her all the more. That makes me. Now, is it? Have I got this right? Do you two groups know each other? Have you met each other before?
Oh yeah, we love each other.
Yes, I love All Music Considered.
Yeah, our community is really tied together, and we rate each other. We do the things we can to help each other, and we lurk at each other's sites all the time. No, Matt is really fun to watch. I really love his music. So does George.
These good-looking, talented young people. Geez, it makes me puke. Doesn't it?
Yeah, right. It's something else, isn't it?
How have you been?
I'm like, what do I say? What do I say?
How you been, Matt? We've not seen you for a little while, and we discovered all of these people. Pete to one side because we knew Pete before.
Raids.
But we've discovered all of you through raids. And for those who are watching us, we at the end of each show, we go and find people. Generally, though not exclusively, people that have maybe not got quite a big audience. Quite often we go for people that have got 5, 6, 7, maybe 50, maybe 100. But generally we go for lower, and we spend about 30 seconds looking at them, and listening to them, and there's just a
The
vibe.
We talk about that, but we
vibe.
can spot it. You know, you've got a wall of people, and then of course someone will jump out at you, and it was you, and it was you, and it was Janelle, and it was the people we've just spoken to as well. And there's just something there, a warmth, a talent, of course, but something that grabs us within the first sort of 20 seconds or so. And you guys got it. And I feel sorry for people who go to bed early, you slackers, are missing out on some fantastic streamers.
How have you been, Matt? It's been a little while. I know you popped in the chat from time to time, and I'm a lurker as well. I like to come and watch people who don't really say anything. But how are you doing?
I'm doing really good. I mean, allergy season is happening right now in Florida, but other than that, I'm fantastic. I don't really leave the house ever.
It was dawning on me today. I've not had a cold for a year because I'm not going out. I'm not meeting people. I'm washing my hands. You know, I like this way of life.
It's great, isn't it?
How long? Remind us how long you've been doing. How long you've been doing Twitch, Matt?
Twitch. I started full time about a year ago. Actually, this month, about a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Crazy.
we have noticed you've been getting your numbers have been really going up recently.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Very humbling to see how many more people are popping in. My average, I think, when you guys rated me, we were around like 75 viewers, like in that mark, and now it said last month our average was about 200, which that blows my mind. That anyone wants to come watch me be a dork, you know. So I'm all right with it though.
Matt, I'm going to ask, can you just turn yourself up like maybe like 2 or 3? I don't know if that's a technical term. Is there?
I can try.
Are you able to?
I'm trying to
do
figure
that?
out where it's coming from.
Bearing in mind, the first hour and a half of yesterday's stream was me arguing with a computer. So if you can't, then
we understand.
Then don't worry. And you are a singer-songwriter. You're brilliant. I mean, I don't want to kind of embarrass you or anything.
He's a one-man band in the coolest possible way, right? Thanks to technology now, you don't need anyone else, do you?
I miss the old school. You remember? You ever seen the old school one-man bands? You
like Dick Van Dyke.
With the drum on the back and the cymbals on the knees and all of that stuff. Maybe that could be your gimmick, Matt. That could really turn it around for you.
I mean, I have fun with it. Let me know if it gets any louder for you right now. I'm trying to figure it out.
It's not got any louder, but don't worry. Don't worry too much about it. We can hear you. It just would be nice to have a little boost, but don't worry if it's a problem.
Sorry about that.
And of course, we got Sandy and George, All Music Considered. Again, playing some wonderful music. Kind of similarities with Matt, but also worlds apart. Matt is, as there is quite often it's just a guitar, but there is technology involved in, loops and stuff like that. And Sandy and George, yours is kind of very stripped back, kind of, sort of for those who know the band circa 1969. I saw you streaming the other day, and I invited my friend Scott, who does our merch over. Scott is a musician, and he
plays banjo and
I
guitar.
knew he would love what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And he went in and it was your last song and it was John Prine. And he texted me going, oh my God, they're doing John Prine. And it was perfect. So you've been doing this for a while since COVID, is that right?
Right. We've been on Twitch since June, early June. So our first stream was me just taking the phone and getting George to play a song. We got 2 followers. So, and then our second stream, we got rated by this guy who's an incredible streamer, a gamer, and he brought 300 into our first real stream, and it scared the heck out of us. We didn't know really what to do. So we've got some hard knocks, but we've had some really great followers. We've had it's been a great ride for us so far.
And why? Here's a question, because I think the answer is different for everyone, right? Why are you doing it? Let's start with you first, Sandy and George. Why?
Well, we've been doing pre-pandemic. We had been doing music, and it was becoming a larger and larger part of our lives. And in fact, there was one jam that we organized at a local restaurant bar, and it was the highlight of our week, actually, because our other friends who are musicians and our friends and neighbors from around town would come in as an audience, and all of a sudden there was this empty space. And this has been a reasonable way to fill that space up. it took me a while, since I don't have a background in radio like you and Sandy and many others do, to grok the whole communication thing with reading a column of text and performing. But I'm getting there.
He's doing great. Honestly, it took him a moment to understand that, that camera was the audience and that was going to be fulfilling at some point. And I think it is. It really is fulfilling. I mean, the culture that you grow with your stream, in your stream, has a lot to do with your moderators. And we have the most incredible moderators. There's 7 of them, and they just really pour their hearts out.
You're right, and the mods are really important, and we have a great team of mods.
They set the tone, don't they? And they safeguard
They
the
really
people that
do.
are in your chat
And
and
I
make sure
trust them.
everyone's cool, and relax.
Whose idea was it to show the dog? Because that is part of the magic, is having the dog cam. He's asleep on the bed.
But Matt, you're a cat man, aren't you? I think having the animals around, being at home is incredibly reassuring. People watching.
There's something about having that little dog cam that's, people really love talking about the dog.
Yeah. And if he walks off camera, people notice it. Where's Flacco?
It's sort of like that little comic that you showed me the other day. The author.
Yeah, I should hold it up to the camera, but it was a cartoon that showed an author signing books in a bookstore. And he's sitting at a chair and a table with a big stack of books. It said, "Meet the author." And next to him was "Meet the author's dog."
And that's
it had
where
a
the
huge
line
line.
Of course. Of course. I tell you what we got from your, first of all, the music is great, right? It's just so lovely when, this is a slight difference. I haven't worn this jacket, right? I can show you the last time we wore this jacket, there's a ticket in it. And it's 2 tickets. When we went to see Cher.
Oh my God, what a show.
We went to see Cher, right? Slightly different from what you do, Sandy and George.
Only slightly.
But it's a reminder to me of what life was and what I'm looking forward to and how important live music is.
Yeah.
Right. And the fact that we can't go out, things that we would take for granted of going to, see a gig, whether it's a huge arena or it's, 5 people in an acoustic tryout night. That's so important. And you help, and you to a certain extent as well, Matt, slightly differently, I would suggest, but you, Sandy and George, you help recreate that vibe with your stream.
I think it helps with having 2 of us, because we now have an act in a way where we are now kind of talking back and forth. We both have roles. We both can go back and forth, really, to be like what Matt is doing and a lot of other friends that are doing by themselves, to us is like remarkable.
Yeah.
Because of the energy that he has to continually put out by himself. And what you've been going through, we've been going through with quality streams, having problems with audio, bit rates. The last 2 weeks have been really challenging. And if I was alone, I'd be crying every day.
Yeah.
But George, keeps us.
One or the other of us manages to keep it together.
I'm loving your little necktie there.
Oh
Sandy.
yeah, George thought it was a cross at first, but it's a
cactus.
Cactus.
Yeah,
I love it.
I love that. Matt, are you? Again, I don't want to put anyone on the spot, and you're bunged up. You've got allergies. Are you able to kind of give us a little tune?
Sure. Yeah, as long as you can hear me.
We can hear.
Also,
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my question though is, you said Sandy designed, or you're up here actually on the screen, Boba Fett. Is that? Are we being 100% legit on that?
Yeah, I created Boba Fett, the costume. Yes.
What?
In 1977, a long time ago, Matt. But it was the original.
And we haven't even got onto to her. We haven't even got onto her friendship with Lady Gaga yet.
Oh yeah, this is a new one to me.
Wait, no. That's. Are you joking? Or are you being for real right now? I can never tell with you guys. Is that you're friends with Lady Gaga?
We're for real.
Well?
We're for real, Matt.
So Lady Gaga follows you on Twitter. Is that right?
What?
Sandy, have I got that right?
No. But I did do Boba Fett.
Oh, okay. I thought for some. How did I got the Lady Gaga thing?
What's that?
Well, Tommy Brady is a very good friend of mine, but that's
Not
about
Lady
as good as it
Gaga.
gets.
I made that up right then. Okay.
Oh my God.
Well, I feel embarrassed, but next time just go. Yeah, that's true. Me and the LG.
We're like that.
Me and the LG. And that is the joy. And I know that the I'm sure the whole Star Wars thing, maybe that drags a bit. I mean, it doesn't for you, but maybe it does. But that's the joy of this world of Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
You've got no idea who you're gonna find, what they're doing now. You see, you take what they're doing now at face value, but then the story behind that. You know, the story of how you and George got together, and George helping rebuild ships. You know, and all of this stuff there's all of these stories behind what we get in this little box on our phones or on our computers. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And we found that some people have really bonded with us in such an incredible way that we've become really honestly family. I mean, it's really true. The word is used a lot in Twitch, but we are family with all the people that come in.
Matt, let's get a song from you. Janelle Wheeler is late and she's in the chat.
She's made her excuses to me. It's all good.
Was a hair appointment.
There was a hair crisis.
So she's going to come in after your song, Matt.
God, I would love a hair appointment.
Her hair better look effing amazing because of this. Otherwise, this. Do either of you, Matt? I think you know Janelle, or do you not know? Maybe you don't.
Through you, you've talked about her when we did our little call.
Sandy and George, I think you're gonna love Janelle. We'll get her in a second. Wait. Let's zoom in on Matt, and I can do that by pressing that button.
Thanks.
We're gonna shut up.
Make sure it works all right. Can you hear the guitar?
Yes.
Sounds great, man.
Beautiful.
All right. What about the beat here? Hold on.
We got it.
It's still going and everything? All right,
yes.
Cool.
Sounds
awesome.
beautiful.
That's what's up? Cool. Are you guys in the mood for something upbeat, slow, sad, happy?
I feel a little bit upbeat. This is quite a joyous evening, actually, having all these people together. So I would maybe a little bit upbeat if you're up for it.
All right, let's do it. I have one that Lionel Richie told me he didn't like. How's that?
Oh, I love that one.
This is a great
Okay,
song.
all right.
Does he know?
It's all right, Lionel. You know, if you want to write a song one day, I'm okay with it.
Baby, how you insecure with a face like yours? So girl, you got me dying. Baby, how you got that ass? Yeah, I had to ask, 'cause girl, you caught me trying. But when you ask me how I'm doing on this Tuesday, afternoon. I say I'm fine, but on my mind is how I'd rather be with you. I wanna be with you, baby. With you, you make me feel like I climbed Mount Everest, or at least what's left of it. Cause damn girl, you're so hot. Yeah. You ask me time and time if I get jealous. Baby, this ain't The Exorcist, cause I'm not possessive, no, no, no. But when you ask me how I'm doing on this Tuesday afternoon, I say I'm fine, but on my mind is how I'd rather be on the late night alternative right now. Yeah, I wanna be with you, baby. I wanna be with you, yeah, you can have your air and breathe it too. Cause the very thought of you leaves me gasping, gasping. I figured it out, my heart is stolen. From the moment I met you, my love. Don't play those games with me. Yes, I know you'd rather be. I wanna be with, I need to be with, baby. I really, really, really wanna be with you.
All right, here you go.
Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. Yeah, you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. Yeah, you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. Yeah, you say he's just a friend. No, baby, you got what I need. Hey. Oh, baby, how insecure with a face like yours. Oh, girl, you got me dying.
Come on, man. That's stunning. You got, just to let you know, Matt, there was a little bit of distortion on the last 20 seconds. I don't know if you got a loose cable. Literally the last 20 seconds. So it didn't ruin anything, but there's a little clicky click. That was incredible.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
I love you so much, man. It's just, and it's, you know, it's not like, oh, yeah, I've got a friend who's quite good. You know, oh, yeah, you know, I would buy that. I'm in a record shop. Oh, there's a new Matt Walden. I'll get that. Yeah, you know, I would buy that. I think Janelle, come in. Why are you not in here? Check your whispers.
She's eating, apparently.
She's, what the hell? She's unbelievable. That's incredible, isn't it, Sandy and George? All music
Yes,
considered. It's
yes.
so much fun.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, can you imagine whatever you're doing, lurking, and then Matt's on, and it's always so like we're swaying and just like, oh, so fun.
You guys are too kind.
Well, and speaking, you know, as a performer, it's one thing to perform and play an instrument and have the right sort of expression there, but Matt's looking after a lot of other things at the same time too. And I
thank you guys.
Envy that.
Oh, sorry guys. I don't know if I can contain my the hair looks great though.
I barely recognize this
Me?
person. It's such a massive transformation.
Oh my God.
What happened, Janelle? You okay? It's lovely to see you.
I'm such a mess. Wait, hold on. My stream is, I actually have you guys up on stream. Okay, I'm much better. Whew. Sorry, guys. I literally ran. This is so frustrating. She canceled on me. It's like, oh, we're going to start 2 hours later today. Great. Thanks.
Janelle,
Thanks.
this is our friend Matt. This is Sandy and George, All Music Considered. Everybody here is a streamer that we have raided just because we liked the vibe, and I would consider all of you friends now. You know, this is genuinely lovely.
I'm honored to be included because I was chowing down and listening to this music, and then
great,
also the story before the music. So I work for a company called comicbook.com, and so we're very nerdy there. And so the Boba Fett thing had me like about fall on the ground.
Yeah.
I freaked out just now, and I haven't even heard your music yet. I just that point freaked me out. I was so excited.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
It's amazing. My friends are going to be very jealous.
But Janelle, you have Matt was saying how Lionel Richie told him he sucked.
I don't
Basically,
think he went quite that far.
he said this guy's.
Oh
a piece
no,
of
it was
trash.
worse. It was worse
Really?
actually.
Didn't he say you weren't a songwriter or something?
No, he came in and says you're not an artist. Like you're not a real artist. Because when you walk in the room, you're supposed to know that person an artist. And when you came in here, you don't have that. So I'm sorry.
Oh my.
I mean, Lionel Richie's
I was like, is it my shirt? Is it my shoes? Like, did I just not wear the right thing today?
A more delicate soul could completely lose heart with a comment like that from Lionel Richie.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, those shows are really silly. I was on American Idol 10 years ago, literally 10 years ago. And so I had Simon. Simon said, based on your look or based on your voice, I'd say no. Basically saying like, you have nice legs, so I'll let you through.
Oh my god.
Which I didn't mind. That didn't bother me at all. What bothered me was when I went on America's Got Talent a couple years later, and the producers made us I'm like under an NDA. I'm not supposed to talk about it, but whatever. This is TLNA. We got to spill the tea.
I might not be able to either, actually, now that I think about it.
No, seriously, AGT, I was on the show. My boyfriend and I at the time were a duo, and we got scouted to be on the show, which is such a different experience than my time on American Idol. On Idol, I waited in line for 10 hours. There were 10,000 people. I made it all the way to the live shows, the top 24. But this was like, we were scouted, and we were basically set up to fail. I feel once it started happening, it all clicked in my brain, like, oh my gosh, they're doing this on purpose. Right. So we got on stage and we were told like, we're great. And then we get on stage, we perform, and we did great. And the entire audience gave us a standing ovation on our song. People were like crying and stuff. It was very exciting. And then they proceeded to roast me and say that he needs to be a solo artist. And they tore, and we were under an investment deal. We had a record deal. We had a management deal. And we would have lost everything if he would have gone forward as a solo artist on this national television show. So we had to literally fight the producers for them to not air it. And what hurt me the most was one of my favorite bands of all time. You guys know about Cian and Kath is the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
And Mel B was the one that was roasting me the worst. And it like broke my heart into a million pieces because she was like an idol of mine my whole life. They're such TV is not music.
TV is not. They're making an entertainment show that's going to have conflict.
Yep.
And I stopped watching those shows. I used to really enjoy them, and then I stopped watching them when it dawned on me that the first rounds, before it kind of gets into a studio, it's basically out laughing at people who are mentally ill. The people that turn up and put their shopping bag down and try and do Elvis, and it's exploiting mentally ill people. And for a few years,
they've seen a producer first who's built them up to think that they
that.
have a chance.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I saw it happen. They were like, oh my gosh, that's great. Don't change a thing. That's great. Make sure you do that in the next round. And you have to go through, for Idol, I went through 4 different producer rounds before I even got in front of the celebrity judges. So think of that. That's that many times they've been built up and they think they're great. Yeah. And then,
and their dream is right there.
Let's just say this is the Late Night Alternative. I'm Ian. This is Catherine. Regular viewers, lovely. New viewers, lovely to have you click a follow. We're kind of celebrating the heroes of Twitch, people that we have come across that we think are brilliant and are fab and that you may like, you may not like, and that's cool as well. But we thought we would introduce them to you. We've got Matt Walden, we've got Janelle Wheeler, we've got All Music Considered, Sandy and George. Matty, one of our mods, has just posted all of the links in the chat. I would thoroughly suggest that while we're talking, go and visit their channels, go and click follow. And if you normally give us your Amazon Prime sub, then we would be happy if you gave your Amazon Prime sub to one of these people. Go and share
You don't
it.
have to do that.
Don't do it.
Yes,
Don't
they
do
do.
it. No.
Yes, they do.
Honestly, viewership is the unsung hero of Twitch. Raids, I always say raids and viewership are the unsung heroes. Even if you're lurking, if you just like kind of click to the channel a few times, people like me, I've been stuck at like this one number for years. And like, just if I could get like 10 more people, it would push me up. Just watching.
Yeah.
Just watching. Or
and
that's where the raids come
We
from.
always say, well, you know, when we do a raid, if you don't like it, just sneak out the back door, because quite often we'll get people saying to us, I don't really like this. I'm going to go.
Yeah.
You didn't have to tell us. You can just go.
I heard a really cool response to that, and I keep using it. And it was from a YouTuber called Idhan, and he says, "This is not an airport. You don't need to announce your departure."
Yeah.
Very disheartening. You wouldn't do it in the middle of a show. Stand up and go, "Well, that's me done."
But
Why would
also,
you do it here?
just clicking follow is really important to help with numbers and help get from, you know, as I jokingly say, pleb, newcomer to affiliate to partner. Just clicking follow, which is free and is easy to do. Sandy and George, your community is growing, and how important are the chatters to you?
The followers or chatting?
The followers and the chat. I know it's not always necessarily the same.
It's very important, actually. You know, we came on board to play music, but then we certainly, you know, became very much aware that we had a community out here. So now, you know, it's so important that when we come in, we're saying hello and catching up with everybody, but yet being able to play music. So it's all very important. And it's really because, well, it's just, you know, you get on that roll, you get on that journey, and then all of a sudden it's like you're growing, and let's just keep growing, because you don't know what's going to happen. Twitch is the most, you know, I mean, it's not like anything else. You cannot market yourself. You just have to be there and play. I mean, you go through that 1 follower, 2 follower, and you just go through that whole thing. So for us, it's really fun. It's just, I mean, we make it fun, really.
How did you discover Twitch? You know, why did you guys go for Twitch? Because Twitch is, as we know, people think it's kids playing Call of Duty and Fortnite, which it is. There's loads of that going on. But
there is.
As we're proving tonight, there's so much more. So how did you two come to
we
Twitch?
found it. I saw an article about Twitch being open to really great things for musicians. I mean, it would be an opportunity for musicians. My son, who lives in Kyoto, Japan, who's 34, grew up as a gamer, and we watch Dr. Disrespect together quite often on.
I love it.
I know, isn't he dork? Anyway, I love him. I know. So, but I saw Dr. Disrespect a lot on Twitch, and then when this article came out, and then we had planned a trip to go on the road in California and Washington and Oregon in a year ago, just now, and it was not happening. So it was all really kind of coming into place for us. So we did the research, we got the equipment together, and it took us a little while because we were still playing out a little bit. So it was kind of an evolution. It took a few months to really bring that stream together with the set, the equipment, the song list, OBS, slobs, you know, all the things you had to think.
I love the fact because I'm already at the boundary of my knowledge, as last night's really boring show proved when I was trying to fix something. Because Sandy, you have a background in radio. Bizarrely, we found out you kind of know a sort of friend of mine,
I know.
which is Mike Mendoza, which is nuts. George, how do you find the technical stuff? Do you hand it over completely?
Well, we have a sort of division of labor here. So I try to take care of the sound, and Sandy takes care of the community and the computer
and the stream
end of it.
The video.
So, and people who have to do it all, my hat's off to them.
Yeah.
But I was going to mention one other thing in talking about Twitch. I find that the whole mechanism of raiding is one of the greatest society building inventions there is.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes everything a little bit of co-viral or something like that. And that's where our friendships arose, was from all of this raiding back and forth, and you start seeing these same people. It's a wonderful thing. And I don't know who came up with the raid idea, but boy, that was a good one.
But we have to say too, you brought us so many wonderful, wonderful followers, and they're here today, a lot of them, and they just, they're at our streams now. And it's just remarkable. We talk about you. We talk about our experience that day you were banned. It was really
I don't know
fun.
if Matt and Janelle know, but the last time we had All Music Considered on, we got suspended for 3 days.
Because of some illegal buttocks.
Well, we don't know. We don't know if it was the buttocks or if it was something George said. I don't know. But we got suspended for 3 days. Having them back, it's like getting, when they got Sean. This will mean nothing to most Dodgers. When they got Sean Ryder back on TFI Friday after he'd done the sweary one, and then he swore again.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
have to
kind
be very
of
careful what happens next.
It's that kind of vibe. But you're right. The raids, I think, are really important, and I didn't realise the importance for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that when we raided, quite often a lot of our audience would stick there with whoever we went to, instead of just going in for 30 seconds and coming out. That we were choosing people that, again, with the vibe. That's the only word I've got. And our audience would go, yeah, okay, this looks good. We'll try this.
This is a sort of collaboration and sort of cross-pollination that they would long for at a radio station.
Yeah.
You know this, Sandy, right? You were
Yes,
supposed to plug
exactly.
your the next person or another show or later on in the roster. But actually, for the most part, they were separate teams, and they were kind of very possessive of their corner of the station.
Yeah.
And you didn't necessarily like each other. In this case, we can absolutely say, you're going to have a great time if you go here. Hang on for Matt. He's going to be on in 3 hours' time. He's going to be wonderful. Oh, Janelle's on. Let's go see what she's doing. And we know that we are handing our audience over, our precious audience, to someone that we can trust with them, because they're going to dig it. It's a really beautiful thing.
I've actually watched you choose your raid, and it's wonderful to see that you take the time and you say, wow, this is, let's keep looking. Wait, this is it, and you just know, and it's really fun. Then we follow you in, and it's just, it's
an important decision. So
it really is. We have to, because people have to be able to trust us that we're going to take them somewhere where they're going to have a good time. But also, we don't want to land a load of people on someone who is not ready for it, and for whom it might be the final straw. Too intimidating.
Janelle, I'm laughing so much. What is going on? Are you having
Nothing.
technicals?
It's just tech stuff. You guys were talking about tech stuff earlier. Everything goes wrong, always. If something could go wrong, it will happen to me.
How do you manage that? You and Matt, so you're on your own, you're doing the show, at singing, you're thinking about what's coming next, you're remembering lyrics, and then you have to think about all the technical stuff as well. How do you do it?
You want me to go? I'll go first.
On, Janelle, you first.
First and foremost, I just want to give so much love to these music streamers, because I am not in their category. That is a different thing, 100,000%. When you're a music streamer, you have so much more to balance than a IRL, which is me, which is kind of what you guys do, talk show. Like, our world is so different. Like, I have one mic, I have my chat, and if I have those things in my camera, I'm safe. Like, all I have to do is just pay attention to those three things. When these people have full-blown like sound mixers that they're adding effects to their voice, like, so many things can go wrong as a music streamer. So I just bravo to music streamers in general. I've never tried it, and it's like frightening to me. I can't even imagine. But for me, I started off streaming and I knew absolutely nothing about technology whatsoever. I always wanted to be in front of the camera, never the tech behind. Even when I was a performer doing music full time, I had a stage manager who did everything for me. I was very lucky. I got to kind of skip the line in that respect. After Idol, I went straight from playing bars with my best friend helping me out and doing all that stuff for me to a tech man doing that constantly. So I just YouTubed everything. And I was just really honest with my chat, and I feel like everybody's the same way. If something goes wrong, I'm like, guys, I'm dying laughing. My camera's frozen on me, making a really weird face. Like, bear with me. I got to figure out what's going on. If you have any suggestions, let me know. And then chat just works with me, and I figure it out. And I just do it live on the spot. I mean, that's the whole thing about live entertainment. It doesn't have to be perfect. It took me a long time to figure that out. That it's a live show. It's this platform specifically. It's very forgiving, and we all just we're in it together. We're teamwork. That's how I roll.
Yeah,
Matt, it's like you're flying the Starship Enterprise there.
Yeah,
with the pedals and the everything going on, and you're having to do a stream as well. I'm guessing you're quite technically minded.
No.
Oh.
No, to be honest with you, I starting off on all this, I had no idea what I was doing. I was kind of in the same boat where like I had a webcam and I'm like, this is cool. And then when I first started Twitch officially, I had a mixer, but I didn't even know that you could connect a mixer to your computer. Right. And I only had a Mac at the time, and you know how Mac got rid of all of their ports and everything. So I'm like, okay, so I have to buy a USB dongle to plug in that, but then I also need my interface. It was a pain in the butt. So I made friends with the right people, and I asked them so many questions because I love to learn, but this Twitch, it had such a learning curve for me. Not even just the tech side, but like speaking in chat and like big dongle, really.
I know,
it's
Janelle,
a joke in my
on.
stream. We go
Come
big
on.
dongs, big dongles. We do the British accent and everything.
I love it.
Matt, listen, you're distorting a little bit. I'm wondering if you go and geez, I don't know. We have this.
I have original sound turned on.
This is exactly what we're talking about.
But this is it. This is now we can spend the next. It's a bit. There is
What
a
about
distortion. Go on, say something.
Is this better now?
No, it's a little bit Dalek-ified.
Weird.
Daleks.
Exterminate. You got the TARDIS.
He means robotic. I don't know if Matt is familiar with.
No, I watch Doctor Who.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what Daleks are. Big dongle.
I love Matt Smith. I'm sorry if that brings anything up.
Tom Baker, the classic. That's not Doctor Who. Let's not argue about.
Okay, that's fine.
Sakes.
I'm sorry.
I'm wondering if you leave and come back, would that do it?
Sure.
I don't want to.
Yeah, that's fine. I can try.
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
He's doing it deliberately. So hang on.
Can you hold on? I'll try. And how do I leave?
I'm worried if I
be right
kick
back.
you, that you won't be able to come back in.
Can I leave?
Leave.
All right.
Go.
Bye.
Get out. Get out. Good.
I miss that guy.
We should. Oh, can we just be angry and throw him out, and then someone can edit it together? Get out. Get out, Matt. You piece of trash.
Can't believe you said it.
Goddamn piece of trash. Don't come back, Walden. Oh, he's coming back. Here we go. And let's see.
Admit, and we'll be grateful to see him.
Now pretend we can't hear him at all. I'm joking. Here we go. There we go.
Here we go.
Connecting to audio. ...
I'm crossing my fingers.
No. Have you like eaten a magnet or something?
Jiggle the dongle. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Janelle.
You guys asked me to bring clips, and all of my clips are lewd, by the way. And I'm like, what?
Have you got a clip? Have you got clips your end you can show?
I do.
Show us a clip.
How would I?
Don't
Can
know.
I email it to you or like
email it, and we'll do it.
Can you whisper me that email that I should use? It's one specifically that is just so spectacular. Something that's really cool.
Late night alternative.
Oh, perfect.
@gmail.com.
Oh, well, that's perfect.
Matt.
Perfect.
Matt.
You probably want to see my face.
Oh, it's even worse.
Oh, what have we done?
Matt.
Your camera looks fantastic, though.
You look stunning. We get Janelle can do your voice. It'll be fine. Don't you worry
Glad
about
you
that.
got to sing.
Hey guys, I'm very excited to be here. So
hang on a minute. Let's make it. We're gonna do it. Let's go on then. Here we go.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
he's gone.
He's pressing something.
He's gonna.
Yeah, he's trying.
Hello, it's Kermit the Frog. Very excited to be here today. Very happy about this amazing stream we're working with. You might also know me by my alias, Luke Bryan. Touch me, girl, shake it for me, girl.
I think Luke Bryan sounds like Kermit.
So Janelle, are you sending that clip?
I am.
Okay.
Sorry, I got distracted with Kermit.
That's all right. I'm guessing. I don't want to put anyone on the spot. I'm guessing that all music considered, you're not set up to play any music.
Oh no, we could do a little tune for you. We got a new song. We got El Condor Pasa. El Condor. It's a Paul Simon.
Yes. Oh, beautiful. Oh, we're in for a treat. Right. We're gonna make. Oh, this is. I've been wanting to ask for the last 45 minutes. I saw you weren't holding. Oh, beautiful. Right, you're going to go big and we're going to shut up. This is All Music Considered. Matty has just put the links for All Music Considered, Janelle and Matt in the chat. While they're playing, keep this window open. Go and click on all these links and click follow. And
Get following.
You add these people to your portfolio. And I'm just going to pin you. And we are going to be quiet. Over to you guys.
All right. And we're going to just set our instruments here. And it won't take long.
By the way, I have to say, when Matt was singing, you may have noticed me looking down. That was my kids going to bed. I don't like to show them on stream. So they were crawling. So I was telling my kids to get on their hands and knees, and then they were.
I love when you do that. It's so cool.
My little babies.
Little soldiers.
Right, go on.
Yay. Okay.
All right.
I don't
So-
think I'll sing, but
All right. Yeah. Oh, you should, George. Please do. Yeah, George will sing. We have a new instrument. We have the what do we call this, George? The rain stick.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
rather be a sparrow than a snail. Yes, I would. If I could, I surely would.
Donuts.
I'd rather be a hammer than a nail. Yes, I would. If I could, I surely would. Away, I'd rather sail away like a swan that's here and gone. A man gets tied up to the ground. He gives world its saddest sound. Its saddest sound. I'd rather be a forest than a street. Yes, I would. If I could, I surely would. I'd earth beneath my feet. Yes, I would. If I only could, I surely would. Away, I'd rather sail away like a swan that's here and gone. A man gets tied up to the ground, gives the world its saddest sound, its saddest sound.
Oh man, I was in the woods. There was a campfire going. That was magic. I love
Isn't
it.
that a pretty song?
That's a great song. It reminds me of that sound that you two have reminds me of the last few Johnny Cash albums, the American Songbook, where it's just like him on a guitar and he's singing some old folk songs and some kind of more modern songs, and it's just, I love that kind of stripped back, you know.
Yeah, kind of organic in a way, even though it's, you know, a synthesizer accordion. But
I love that accordion as well. That is nuts. It's almost like that Bee Gees guitar we saw the other day. You know, we
Looked like it was made out of a radio.
go and watch the "You Win Again" video by the Bee Gees. What the hell is Morris playing? It's like he's playing a radio. It's the weirdest thing. Janelle,
that accordion is probably the most powerful computer in the house.
I love it. Janelle, you have sent us some clips. Oh, I'm going to go for one called Dad Dance. Let's go and have a look.
Oh, this is fantastic. Can I set these up?
Oh, please do.
So,
yes.
My best friend I met on Twitch, believe it or not. He's from the UK and he stumbled into my stream.
Oh, Janelle, please. Come on.
Seriously, you guys know I love the accent. No. He stumbled into the stream and we just hit it off and he's helped me tremendously. And he calls himself Bilston Boy, which is so funny because it's like named after, I guess, a city over there. That's not his actual name. Anyways, we have become such close friends that he has visited quite a few times and he's actually friends with my parents now. And so this is me, Bilston, and my dad in onesies because chat asked us to, and I don't even know what we were celebrating, but it was insane.
Okay, here we go. I'm just going to click on this, and then this is going to, here we go, and this is going to open. This look, I should warn you, from the still we've got here, this looks sexy, guys. So let's...
Dad's doing jump jacks.
What the hell?
Is your dad a cactus there?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Dad.
We have a dad emote, too.
Jesus.
We have a cool dad emote. It's so great. So that's Bilston, my dad, and me. And then dad starts like threading. If you hear him speak, he's like, "Oh, are we getting serious now?" And like and then he's like whacking him with his tail. It's just a disaster. Okay, so we have music streamers and then you have IRL streamers. Here's the big difference.
I love it. All right, let's which pick another one of these ones you sent us.
Well,
Which one do you want?
can they hear the volume? Can they hear the music?
They can
of
hear
the
the
clips?
music, yeah.
Okay. The one, since I'm showing off, I'm flexing. My dad is my biggest flex for my stream. Let's do the one where, okay, Twitch Sings is a really cool game that used to be available. It's like karaoke. Yeah. And my dad was like, I'll get on and do some Twitch Sings. I was like, what? My dad is a very stern
Janelle,
man.
I have to stop you. We've got some breaking news. I'm sorry, we've got some breaking news. There's a cat. There's a cat. Sorry,
Not just a cat. There's a cat booty.
Sorry.
You know, it's a cat booty. Cats take priority on this stream.
Everything starts for the cats, man.
Everything, you know, dogs. Okay, it's great stories about dads. Cool looking dad.
Gosh,
Look at
that.
What is it? Is it
Cutie.
Coco's Playground? There's a channel. Coco's Cupboard. Oh, it's just like these kittens. It's just a camera on kittens. Coco's Cupboard. Oh, it's the best. It's the best.
So neat.
Oh, look.
Of course, they're not going to look at the camera, Matt. They never do when you want them to. Look. Oh, you stunner.
This is amazing.
You
don't need
stunner.
me.
It looks a bit like Pat's, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, baby. I love it. Janelle, I'm so sorry, but I do apologize.
I don't even remember what we were talking about. I just want
Twitch Sings, Rick.
I'm so sorry.
Oh gosh. Yeah, my dad volunteered to do Twitch Things. So I had no idea what was in store.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Which one am I clicking on? No, not Dad Dance. The
Papa Wheels.
Papa Wheels. That's the
Yep,
one.
Papa
All right,
Wheels,
Let me
yeah.
I just got to download it because it just goes a little bit easier.
So
Hang
cute.
on,
Oh my
hang on a
gosh.
second.
Cat is posing now.
Let's all watch the cat while we're waiting for this little clip.
The cat is
Here we go.
What is
Here we
this?
go.
Ha ha ha. What?
Oh, your dad's a good
Oh
looker.
yeah. Okay.
Let's introduce him to
Good
MZ.
song.
No.
Oh well. Oh.
my
Yeah,
God.
Burr. Who's that lady? Oh, here it goes. Here we go.
He knows it now. There he goes. Just getting his.
Now we're there.
No, I don't think you are, sir. Not by about 100 miles.
He's like, shush.
Here
I'm
we
about
go.
to sing.
Who's that lady? Who's that lady? Beautiful lady.
Now, this is the drunk guy in the bar who's about to try and commit a murder.
Who's that lady?
Lovely lady.
Who's that lady?
Real fine lady. Hear me calling out the phone. You take me on home. I like my own words.
Oh, I like your dad. Get him his own channel.
I will. I'm going home to visit my family on Sunday. They've both been vaccinated, and yes,
Beautiful.
both rounds. A lot of my family has because a lot of them work in healthcare.
Yeah.
And we're going to pick up our puppy. We have to go pick up the puppy in Florida. So we're gonna go see the parents. We're gonna do a parent stream. I think on Wednesday. We'll have mom and dad.
Oh, we're coming and have some.
It'll be
some
so
of
fun.
That.
My mom was dying laughing in that clip. She was on the other side of the camera, like crying, laughing.
Your
which
mum
was
is
great.
still around. MZ, I'm afraid. Sorry that MZ likes the older gentleman, but I'm sure she wouldn't want to. Listen, Matt, can you just say something? Because I think you're sounding all right now.
Do I sound better?
Oh!
Yay!
Right, Matt, with your permission, we want to get one more song with you before we say goodbye to everyone. I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, I could try.
That would be lovely because you sound great. But so let's
Did Janelle want to sing before?
Oh gosh, no. Let
Janelle,
the
sing.
pros. Let. I don't
Come
even
on.
sing on stream.
Whoa, Janelle.
We've heard you singing on
so well.
I have a clip of me singing Pony.
Oh, let's do it because you got a great voice.
But I'm not a music streamer, so I'm just literally. It's like I'm talking. I just sing a cappella
Oh,
on the
stop.
microphone.
It's so hard to do what you guys do. You have no idea. I'm okay at singing, but I'm not good at talking.
We
So-
should work together.
I'm down. Yeah, we'll take lessons from each other.
I really want to get back into music. I miss it so much. I quit music about 3 years ago when I went full time on Twitch. And
Janelle, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Janelle. We've got some breaking news. We've got a dog
There's
on the
a
camera.
dog. I know. I almost cut Matt off. I was so excited.
Oh, he's
get
excited
a
to be here. Look
yawn.
at that. So I'm sorry.
We get a yawn.
Go on. I'm sorry. What you were saying?
I don't
about-
even know. I was
Okay.
just saying, like Nashville
You are a
is
great
very
singer.
amazing because it
You are-
spoils you.
You're a great singer. You have an amazing voice. Let's have a little listen. Here we
My
go.
limits. Yeah, Matt, let's go. Cause girl, when I break
playing the
you
Janelle?
off, oh, it's me. I promise that you won't wanna get off. Cause if you're horny, let's do it.
Yeah.
Ride it, my pony, my saddle's waiting. Come and jump on it if you're horny. I
think I know what the saddle is referring to. It's not-
I don't think it's about horse riding.
Ride it, my pony.
Pony is the
My
okay.
saddle's waiting. Come and
Okay.
jump on it.
Okay, I'm thinking George. I don't know if that's something you consider as part of your repertoire, singing about if you're horny, come and ride my saddle. I don't know.
I just saw the rain stick come out, and I thought for sure they were going to do Africa.
Oh,
yeah.
There's a
And
two.
then I would have been like, hold on, guys, I got to sing to this.
Let's get all of the links in the chat, please. We've not. What I love is that we've not really talked about the mechanics of Twitch, which is absolutely fine. But Janelle, is there anything else that you would like to plug? We've got your family stream next week. Is there anything else that you want people to go and have a little look at? It doesn't have to be on Twitch.
Yeah. Well, we just hit 10K on Instagram, so I'm very grateful for that. I think that's all because of Twitch. Seriously. And that's a really big deal. But yeah, tomorrow I'm doing my once a month, it's called a media share stream, and it could possibly get me kicked off of Twitch at any moment. But but it's a be there or be square, no VOD, and we play like audience requested songs and do reacts of just videos. I don't sing. We actually like watch, and it turns into like a huge jam session. It's probably my favorite stream of every month. So starts at sorry, not tomorrow. Saturday. My mod is in the chat correcting me.
we all need the mods. Where we were saying before, where would we be without the mods?
So sorry, Saturday, 4 p.m. And yeah, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday starting at 4 p.m. Central Time, U.S. time zone. And I just love you guys so much. You're amazing.
We love you. We genuinely, honestly, we think we were saying earlier, you weren't here, but we're coming next year. We're going to come to the States and we're going to do a little tour of every streamer that we've met. And we'd love to kind of pop up in your stream and maybe sit in the background of yours and do ours and all of that stuff. And this is genuine. Matt's going, fuck you know.
I'm going to cry. I actually
so
feel
down.
emotional at
I
that.
have
That
a
would make my whole year.
Matt, you've just gone crunkly again. No. What did you do?
I didn't touch it.
It's a cable.
It's your cat.
It's a loose cable. There's a loose.
I don't. It's not a cable. I did a recording.
Okay.
So
It's just,
I checked.
It's just gone, and it was perfect. Is it that? Yeah. Cats are evil. I mean,
it's chilling still.
Is it? Because we probably want best not to have a song if it's crackly like that, because I want you to sound great, and and that's a real shame.
Well, it just means we have to have you on again. That's all.
We have to get you back. You guys are welcome on any time, by the way. And we felt terrible, Sandy and George, when you came on, and then we got banned because we showed stuff with suspended stuff that was inappropriate. And we normally would download the video so we could go. Well, we've still got the interview we could show, and we lost it, and that episode went, and we felt terrible that you'd given your time.
No. We felt terrible for you, and we thought that it was something we had done. I mean, we were blaming ourselves, like, what did we do to get these guys banned? And then of course we didn't have the interview, and that interview was such a beautiful piece.
And you guys vanished entirely from Twitch. I mean, there was not a reference anywhere.
And in fact, I went in. I was actually downloading. I was looking to get the stream so I could download it, and I saw things just gonna go.
Yeah.
You
saw them vanish.
Everything.
Oh man, we felt terrible, but
we were in disgrace.
We have made up for it now. We hope. And after 10 o'clock, we're gonna be measuring different people's willies.
what could possibly go wrong?
When are you guys on? All Music Considered. And again, let's get Matty's been posting the links. Matty, if we could get them just posted again, please, that would be awesome. So you can all go and click follow. That cat, I love it. Go on, play the piano.
Oh my gosh.
We'll be on live in an hour and a half.
Oh, beautiful. Well, if we...
Yeah, and then, but tonight is something special for us. We started this talking about mods. It's Love Your Mod Day. So everything that comes in will be then distributed to our moderators. And we're going to do that every month, because it's just a shame that they're not even, getting much more than that. But we thought we'd do that.
That is great. We did that once. We had a modathon where we had a modathon, and the whole show with any money that came in was going to be split between the mods. And that reminds me, we haven't done that for a while, so we will get one in the diary soon, because you're right, they are volunteers, fans, friends, that give up their time to the focus on when we mess up stuff, but also keep the chat a friendly place, because it is the internet, and it turns out there are some unpleasant people on the internet lurking around. I don't know if you've come across them yet, Catherine, but there are
one or two,
and it is amazing they give up their time to help the community, which I think is the key that we're taking
a lot of time.
Yes, I mean, we have Amy Ann and Autobot that never miss a stream. Never miss a stream. 7 months.
So when is your next? What did you call it? Sorry, Love Your Mods.
Yeah, Love Your Mod Day. Yeah.
When are you next doing that?
Today.
Tonight.
Tonight. Right.
Hour and a half from now.
Okay, we're coming in. We're going to come and Emsy's not streaming tonight, is she? No. We're going to come and raid your Love Your Mods Day then.
Oh.
We're going to come and do that.
Matt, when are you next on?
Yeah, actually, All Music Considered, how long are you guys streaming for?
We'll stream till 9:30.
9:30? Okay, dang, I was going to
What time are you going to be on?
Yeah, I'm live at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, then we'll
like 2
then we
hours.
can and you'll be on after 9:30. We'll raid you.
Oh, stop.
No, I
Raid-a-thon.
can't stop.
I love it. This is what it's about, and
Yeah.
this
So
has
cool.
been this has
Yeah,
been
perfect, Matt.
so lovely. It's so nice to see all of you. I
Thank you.
genuinely, we consider you as friends, and we're so lucky that we kind of stumbled on you on this ridiculous, stupid Twitch thing.
And
I
you
don't
guys-
know what it is.
You guys all have an open invitation, and this isn't like Showbiz Promises. This is for real. If ever we can help you out with anything, if ever you want to plug something, you're always welcome. Give us a shout.
Thank
You'll be
you
straight
so
on.
much. Ian
There's
and
one thing
Catherine.
I want to say.
Go on, Janelle.
I think that you guys are really special. I've been on this platform for 4 years. I just celebrated my 4-year stream anniversary, and there are very rare big streamers. Like, we all want to be the big streamers, right? But like, there are very few that think about the little guys and like really want to help people that invest so much time into the platform. And like, I think that Twitch should give you a Medal of Honor, because what you're doing for smaller streamers it shouldn't be taken for granted. So I think you guys are actually the heroes of Twitch. I think it's so funny that you're calling us that, because I mean, I'm so honored that you guys even found us, honestly, or me specifically. You guys are amazing.
Would you
You're
be so
amazing.
honoured, Janelle, if we told you that our friend Matty, one of our mods, had made an advert for this for tonight, and the clip of you is, I think, in a Captain America onesie moonwalking. I don't know if that you still think as highly of us with that little bit of knowledge.
I mean, it's fine. My head isn't showing, so you can see my face. It's fine.
Oh my God.
It's so lovely to see you. We will speak soon. Again, yeah, anytime you want to come on, if you're bored, you want to plug anything, you just want to have a chat, you're feeling a little bit low, come and say hello to us. We will always make space for you. And we're looking forward to seeing you in the flesh next year.
Uh-huh.
So
Right.
everybody stay safe, wash your hands, get your jabs if you're able to. And we will see you, All Music Considered, we'll see you a little bit later on tonight.
Yeah. Oh, look at those times.
We love you lots, guys.
Love you guys.
Thank you again so much.
See you later on. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. There we go. Wow. That was great. I got to play some adverts. I'm way behind on the ads, but do you know what? We can make that up. That was, I think that was your idea, Catherine.
Listen, if that did not give you the warm and fuzzies, there's no warm and fuzzies left.
Shame Matt's technical stuff, but you know,
But
go
we'll
and
get
check
him on
out.
again.
Go and check out his stream. Go and check out goddamn stream. This is us under the stairs. This is hiya.
But we'll do that again, because there are more people we want to introduce
There
you
are
to.
loads more. So we're going to do that. Matt, no need to apologise. It's one of those things, you know. It happens.
It happens
We'll
to us
get
a
you back
lot.
again, Janelle. Thank you all. What a joy! And it is about community, and it is about the fact that there are hundreds, at least, of people like that that are brilliant. You know, we've just touched the tip of the iceberg. There are hundreds of people like that. So if you know, instead of just watching crap on the telly, maybe spend half an hour just going on Twitch and looking for people that have got 5 viewers. Just chatting is a great section, but there's music, there's other sections, but just chatting is a really great place. And just go and have a little look and see what's going on. And it might not be the slickest, although some of the ones with viewers are significantly slicker than us.
Yeah.
But it's about the vibe, it's about the personality, it's about what, you know, do you want to spend some time hanging out with that person?
And the thing is, as well, you'll make a real difference to them. If you've ever been around for one of our raids, you will see people light up because all of a sudden you're interested, you know, and they really appreciate your positivity and your presence. So we're going to definitely do more of those.
Thank you, guys. The Heroes of Twitch, we're going to do that next month. We're already looking at Captain Sexy, the Atomic Twins,
Black Mario.
the Black Mario. Those are names that we got for next time. So there we go. And thank you to Pete, and thank you to Singjin, and thank you to MZ as well. And it was lovely seeing people kind of go together that maybe would never ever meat.
I love the fact that Matt and All Music Considered already know about each other.
Yeah,
and
lovely. And I don't think we've got 3 days to go to get to 1 million followers. I don't know if we're going to do it, if I'm being completely honest. I want to be honest with you guys. I don't know if we're going to make 1 million
But maybe
followers.
it's not about the million.
No, it is. Well, it is about the million. There's a bar there. I put a follower goal. 1 million. It's about the
what
million.
we've learned from tonight is that it's about the people that are here right now, with us. Now, what are you doing? Oh man, that was a good show.
Monday the 21st October 2019, before the world ended as we knew it.
But on the upside,
Oh,
as predicted, Cher will outlive us all.
oh God! But look! Do you remember who the special guest was? Oh, Paul Young. It was bloody awful.
Poor Paul Young.
Poor Paul Young. Paul not so young. Paul bloody awful. That was uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, if it was uncomfortable for us, it sounded like he was in quite a lot of discomfort.
So I want to apologise for the technical stuff last night. That was a boring stream because I got caught up in there's technical problems today. The Dono bar says we've received £3,000. That is not
We
true.
ain't.
I've taken the Dono bar down. It might be on a few other.
Hey.
Go on.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
What are you doing that for?
Oh, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
The Dono bar. I don't know why.
Sorry, too late.
Oh, let's just keep the Dono bar there. It says we've made £3,681. We haven't.
No.
We haven't. We haven't.
No, we haven't.
Right, well, we're going to be on until 11:30 then because we're going to go and read on music concert on. Ride my pony, riding on a pony.
That wasn't quite it, but
I do
I
need
wonder if
to.
they are going to do get on it.
Ride my pony. I don't know that. I do need to open. I'm not going to mess around, but I do need to open Stream Elements because just in case anyone does donate, then we can get to see that we have and
we can be grateful.
We can be grateful. So we're just
That song is so sexy, MZ, and I cannot wait for George to sing it.
Let's just have a little. Good. Okay, right. So we can see if anyone does. Right, let's open the phone. This is a phoning show.
Open the goddamn phone lines
Get the
already.
There's the cat. You see, look. I love the Shadows.
Yeah.
They're a great band.
Terrible dance, though. They should have changed it
I
up.
didn't know that Olivia Newton-John went out with one of the Shads.
Did she?
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh, that would be when she was friends with Cliff.
I thought it was just because they were from the same Wholesome factory.
Oh, really? I sort of skim read a thing about Olivia Newton-John today in Record Collector magazine. I skim read it. It wasn't really that into. Let's open Skype. Let's get some phone calls, guys. You want to call us? This is the phone number coming up on your screen right now. 0203 286 6370. If you're new here, drop us a follow.
Janelle's digging my Captain Marvel hoodie. When I bought this, I thought, I don't know when I'm going to get to wear it. Then my career changed.
We missed a call from Dave. Let's give Dave a call back. Oh, jeez, that's loud. That's loud. Oh,
hey, guys.
That was
Hello,
a
Dave.
big intake of breath. Hey.
Hello.
Dave.
That was fantastic. I do have one.
All right, I'll do it again. Hello, Dave.
No, he didn't mean that.
Oh, he meant.
I don't know what I meant to do to that.
Punch
I
me
see.
next time
Yes,
you
that was
see me.
also good.
Thank you.
No, that was awesome tonight. But I do have one complaint.
Yeah,
in that,
please.
if you keep finding more people, it's already too difficult to choose who to watch, and I feel guilty every night when I have to pick. So can you find rubbish people? Some racists and stuff. So I won't feel bad about ignoring them.
Well, do you work, Dave? Do you have a job?
Yes.
Right. Well, there's your problem. Stop working, and then
I do have a job. Yes.
Yeah. Well, stop it. Stop working. Give up your job.
But it's not the same live, though, is it?
Well, I don't care how you watch them. You can get there by aeroplane. You can get there on a burning train. But I don't care what you say, but just get there at all. I'm really disappointed that none of the singers went, Ian, we consider you an inspiration. I know what that's like. I've met Roger Daltrey from The Who. And
what did you say to
I
him?
think it was implied. I don't think they wanted to embarrass you.
When I met Roger Daltrey from The Who, I said, I really like the songs you do, with The Who. That's exactly what I said. I really like the songs you do with The Who.
And he went, all right, thanks, mate.
All right, thanks, mate. I mean, you're saying that my album, Ride a Rock Horse, was a piece of shit. I went, yeah. I did. I said, I really like all of the songs you do with The Who.
I was there.
You were there. Roger Daltrey. So I approached him. I think those guys should have approached me.
They might do next time. They were probably worried you turned
If
them
you keep
down.
smoking, you're going to ruin that voice.
I'm making my voice. Whiskey smoking voice. Whiskey smoky voice. Oh, look, just have a look. Hang on, have a little look. Look at that.
Pats.
Patty! She's
There's a
chasing
cat.
the green dots. Oh no, she's
had
eating the strings of my mandolin. That's the true story.
She
She's
sometimes
eating
plays, doesn't she?
the strings of my mandolin. Oh, I'm going to show you something amazing.
She obviously saw it tonight and she wants to get involved.
She did.
I'm going to show you guys something amazing in a minute. Amazing. Dave, over to you. Bearing in mind, the next thing that's going to be on this stream
It's going to be
is amazing.
amazing.
Right? So
It's going to be what?
it's going to be
amazing.
I won't even try and match it. But
you could. I want you to try and match it because you won't be able to.
I was going to talk about my hair though, so
Come on, then, let's hear it.
like important to me, but not to other people. No, so we obviously had a chat the other day, and about people were talking about hair loss and stuff, and I've been meaning for ages to kind of make the jump and get clippers and do my own hair because I've been going to the barbers for years, sort of knowing that just because I've been holding on to the fact that it's not quite gone yet.
Yeah.
So I'm now at the point where, right, you know what, I can do it myself. I don't, let's face it, there's a bit there. It's not a lot. So for me, it's quite a big step at taking that bit of control over it. So, we did it. The wife did it. No arguments. We were kind of okay. It's kind of a bit there. So, but no, it's little. But for me, it's kind of that step of having the control and, deciding about what I want to do with it. And St. John's been a big one for that. So, he, I think he's been open about it. He had a weave at one point. And at one point he said, just going to embrace it. Like, go with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the jump I made. And I think
Nice
part
one,
of that
man.
was the conversation we had last week. So
There will be some people listening going, what? And there'll be other people going, yeah, well done. Well done. And I'm really proud of you, man. I hope that doesn't sound patronizing. I'm proud of you because taking back control.
And I think, we
go on. Is he listening on the
No,
stream?
no,
Because
no,
if he
in
is,
some
I will,
ways, I know it's
I will
different.
piss on his head.
Oh no, it's different. But some people struggle with weight and other stuff, and I think for me, it's always been that. And and I know in some ways it's small, but
No,
to me it's not.
It's not small. It's not small. It's a big deal.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that, man. The thing I'm going to show is still more impressive than that, but that is more impressive than I was
expected it to
expecting.
be. I thought I'd go in small, and then you make sure I don't steal any thunder.
Okay. All right. Now listen, I appreciate that, Dave. Thank you for sharing that. That's we're talking about control, getting your life back. But
Acceptance.
I am talking about something even better.
Go on.
Right. I love the Beatles. This is Savage Bees. I love the Beatles. Did you watch the things that I showed earlier? Yes. Did you see it?
I saw some, yeah.
Right. I love the Beatles. Right. I'm a big fan of the Beatles. It can bring me a lot of pleasure. And I prefer Help over A Hard Day's Night, even though Help is actually, it's problematic these days. There's a little bit of brown face going on there. It's problematic. But A Hard Day's Night is great. It's a wonderful movie, and I think it sums up time. And of course, it's let's have a little look. We've got to be careful with the audio here because the Beatles is litigious. It's A Hard Day's Night, right? You'll recognise, even if you've not seen the film in its entirety, you will. You'll kind of recognise the look. Let's just turn that down because we don't want the Beatles music. So you recognise the look, very crisp. I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard...
Quick, let's run away from all the fans.
Very crisp 60s. The Monkees inspired. A lot of pop videos are now, were kind of this kind of mayhem type thing, right? I saw a picture from A Hard Day's Night and it was in colour. Oh, we can't see us. Hang on. Where are we? We're here. I saw a picture from A Hard Day's Night. I thought, A Hard Day's Night in colour. Wow. So I thought, I'm going to look for more pictures of A Hard Day's Night in colour. And then I saw this. Ignore the music. Well, in fact, someone's colorized some scenes. Now, I'm not a huge fan of colorization, but my God, this looks... Because I'm so familiar with this footage. So to see it in color, look at this, man. It's incredible. And this is a fan that's done this.
Yeah.
So imagine, I mean, this is great. Imagine if Apple went to town and did this, and you got a double Blu-ray set and Hard Day's Night, 4K, black and white, and colorized. It would be, honestly, this blew my mind. I'm so familiar with this stuff in that crisp, sharp. What are you, a mod or a rocker? Actually, I'm neither. I'm a mocker. That's the line there. Please, sir, can we have our ball back, sir? Please, sir. He's very clean. It's amazing, isn't it? God, look at that old London. Please, sir, can we have a ball back, please, sir? Mister.
Excuse me, Apple, would you spend some money on this, please?
Oh, it's beautiful. I was so blown away by this. It's something that I have seen. It's always been there in my life, right? And so I've always seen it. And then suddenly, 48 years later, I'm seeing it completely differently. There's look, we won't do all of it, but there's this is the Can't Buy Me Love. We've got to be careful with the old beats.
Patty, what are you doing?
That's been look at. I mean, it's just it is so. Look at that. It's so sexy. It just makes it completely different. Seeing that in the vibrant, wonderful. And I think there's a few others. I think we might be able to listen. Let's see if we can listen to this without. God, I've not seen this. Oh, amazing. Here we go. Etc. Honestly, it's so wonderful seeing something that I'm so familiar with. There's loads. I've just seen there's loads more, and that's me sorted tomorrow. Patty, I don't know what you're doing, but could you stop doing it?
There's some running about.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very, very welcome. If you're new here, drop us a follow. I'd love to get to 1 million followers. We've got 3 days to go. We've got 16,139. George is being a silly sausage. These are my cats. I got 5 cats. This is my house. Welcome. Oh!
I was thinking about you today.
Oh! Hey! Oh, evil! Evil cat! That is an evil cat. Lisa Marie looks like she was formerly in black and white and has now been colorized. It's the same technique they use for A Hard Day's Night.
But also, look at the size of that room. That's so much bigger than your old place.
Come on, that's a room. Yes, man. That's a room. Talk to us, Lisa Marie. Talk to us, please. Please. She's brilliant. Oh, they can't hear you. Sorry, hang on. That's my fault because I turned it down so we didn't get the Beatles. Lisa Marie was just saying that thanks to this, that she's found Janelle and she has been watching Janelle all the time, and she's just fab, isn't she? I don't think we managed to get across quite how energetic her streams can be. You know, it's she's a power horse. Power horse?
House.
She's a house horse. How have you been, Lisa Marie? You good?
Very good.
Okay.
She's one of the few streamers that actually cheers me up when I've had a bad day. Really.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. She's great. She's great. They're all great. Check out MZ Plays. If you like, I think Janelle and MZ Plays, they kind of intersect on the Venn diagram.
Yeah.
And she's
MZ's like Janelle's naughty sister.
yeah. They all cheer me up. They all cheer me up, you know, and they've all got different vibes going on. And I quite often go and watch them. I quite often don't chat because I don't really want to make a thing of, you know, I don't want to. I just like to enjoy it as a passive experience. So I will quite often go and sit in on all of those people that we saw, and sometimes I'll be sat here. I might even just be sat here reading a book and have it on, or I'll be cooking and I'll have it on. I don't really watch the telly anymore.
Yeah.
I don't really watch the telly.
There have been a couple of times like when we've been suspended or I've not been working
Oh.
and I've been up late at night. I have terrible trouble sleeping these days, but I think that's just because my body clock is reset. So, you know, I'm still up at a time when we'd be working, but I should be in bed. But it's great because I can go online and there's like this whole little friendship group there. So I go and hang out with All Music Considered for a bit, or Sinjin, or, you know, MZ, or it's so nice. It's so nice. And that's something that I don't think I've experienced anywhere outside Twitch. Online, certainly that feeling of there's a sort of intimacy there, isn't there?
I should say, guys, if you want to feel that intimacy, why don't you come and join us over at We got a Discord. Come and join the TLNA Discord, and you can find there's a great lot of fun. Will you stop it? There's a great lot of fun going on over at the Discord channel. Come and join us right now. It's awesome, and we will be very pleased to see you. So come and join us now. I want to make a film. I'll tell you in a minute. Lisa Marie, is there anything else that we can do for you before I cut you off in a slightly abrasive manner?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I like your show and I love calling in because it helps with my confidence and makes me feel feel more confident.
We have seen, in the months that you have been calling us, we have seen a huge increase in your confidence. We have seen it, and the chat have seen it, and it's a pleasure to see you becoming your potential. It's a pleasure to see you growing.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to cut you off, so up your bum.
Thanks.
You're very
Bye,
welcome.
Lisa Marie.
I want to make a movie called Sensitive Guy, and it's going to be me as a sensitive guy. I'm going to shoot it next week. I'm going to film it next week, and we'll show it next week. And it's going to be called Sensitive Guy, and it's going to be me being sensitive. And I really think you're going to like it. Yeah, so I think that'll be fun. So that's
what do you mean by how are you going to manifest his sensitivity?
All right, I will show you.
Give us a flavour.
Okay, I'll give you a flavour. Okay, hang on.
It's a Savage Bees, that.
All right, hang on. Okay, hang on a second.
Okay, I'm braced.
Okay, so we're just gonna play that. Just let me so this is, you've put me on the spot here because I wasn't gonna do it now, but so okay, you put me on the spot, but I can improvise. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here, and we're gonna click on what camera are we using here? We're using the new Elgato. So what we do is we put me on the spot, but
you're ready to perform.
I am ready. So it's gonna look like this, right? Okie dokie. So it'll be it's gonna look like this. Okay. Hang on. that for? What'd you do that for? You ruined it.
You look really sad. I thought I'd cheer you up a bit.
I'm a sensitive. How does that help with mental health issues and sensitivity? You're not supposed to touch me because of COVID. But I get smeared COVID all on my chops now. So that is very funny, Danny. You spelled constipation wrong. So actually, you're full of shit. So that is.
It looked like someone smelling cat poo, to be honest.
All right, I tell you. Listen, you put me on the spot. I get it. That was not the finished thing. I didn't have all the.
Do it again. I won't. And
No,
this
no,
time
no.
I won't. I won't give you.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it
at the
again.
end.
I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to do it again. I will make a movie when you're not here. I mean, I could probably go and do it now. That's how good I am. But I'll make a movie. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow if I can be bothered. I've got the kids tomorrow. I probably can't be bothered. But I will make a movie called Sensitive Guy.
Sensitive Guy.
And you will not be able to zhush my face, and it will look awesome. All right.
Your face is so chuchy, though. I do love doing that.
I like getting a knife and putting your tires. I was going to say, Graham.
So that is but an overture to
button overture. What are you talking about? A button overture.
But an overture.
Yeah, not a button
to
overture.
A Buttman overture.
Thank you. To a TLNA musical during your 12-hour time. Your 12 by 12 by 12 by 12. That.
5/12s. 5/12s.
Yeah, 5/12s.
Even my kids.
I'm not going to argue it. Catherine was right, but 5/12s. You need a musical. You have all the means and content of providers who can make your musical. That darkness there was the start, and then you bring in other people to make your musical. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, go on then. Oh, you don't want to do it. You want to pony back on the talent of everyone else.
Fucking hell yeah, I do not sing. If you want coding,
I respect that
I can
honesty.
I can do comedy. I'm not fucking doing singing. You've got your singing people was my point.
I
not
respect
me.
that honesty. By the way, Danny, someone put a message, Ian's dad is back. I quite like that. I don't know why that was deleted. I quite enjoyed that. Well, I did, of course, start. I'm reminded by the chat. I did start. It's 5/12s, Jim. I did start writing a Welcome to Wuhan musical. I feel that moment has kind of gone now because everyone's forgotten about COVID. So
it's old news.
It's
Oh,
old news.
No. There's no time in musicals. You can totally say, right, I'm starting in COVID.
There is. I don't know if you've ever seen the Buddy Holly story. I saw it 7 times. It's set in the late 50s, mid to late 50s. If it was set in no time, it'd be like Buddy Holly flying a space copter whilst making, I don't know what that is.
Might have been all right
whilst
if he'd
making
got
love to the Queen from 2932. So, yeah.
But no. Most musicals can exist. Chess is any time in history whatsoever.
Well, chess is
right?
a game, mate. Do you know? Have you ever seen a musical?
Yes, I've seen loads of musicals.
Name 3 musicals you've seen.
Chess is the one that's got, wasn't it good?
Yeah.
Wasn't it
There you
fine?
are.
No. Chess is the one that's got Bangkok, Oriana City, where the grass says green and the girls are pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, totally. I think that was an ABBA album that was refused by the record company.
I think
that
some
was
of them
their
were supposed.
concept.
Some of them, I think, were supposed to be ABBA songs. I think, weren't they? I think there was a hint of. I thought I'd heard that.
There's a YouTube clip of Murray Head performing with One Night in Bangkok with
Night in
3
Bangkok.
quarters of ABBA miming the backing. Apart from Agnetha, who I believe was off dealing with fans at the time.
Oh, she had.
If you've seen that
didn't she?
Didn't she marry the stalker?
She married a prince. She didn't marry the stalker.
She did.
She
did. Ian, she did.
She did.
Holy shit, MZ, you gonna marry me?
Yeah. What was Catherine, what was the detail about the stalker that was particularly troubling?
He had Agnetha tattooed on his peen.
I can't remember.
He collected her wee in buckets.
No.
Serious.
Now that's love. I mean, you can either send flowers or collect urine.
And she
And I'm saying,
and
this
what
is
she
not
went.
just
She married him because I don't know this story. She married him because of that.
I do not know if that was her. I don't want to judge her love, her relationship. I'm not going to pee shame her, but that was a characteristic of their relationship. Was that she was quite happy, controlled, whatever, was available to pee in buckets for him that he collected.
And she could fill a bucket in one go.
That's detail you're
I took it that it was over time. Personally, that was how I read it.
This call's more unpleasant than when we had Tom Baked call last night from Gallifrey.
Yeah.
Did you see that call, Graham?
Yeah, I did.
I can't stop thinking about it.
Like, it was great. I was just like, just go a bit more, mate, and we're all going to love you.
Should we call him and see what he's like sober? All right, I'm going to call him.
Please.
Graham,
do it. Hang on, mate.
Thank you. That was. I
In the
enjoyed that.
meantime,
Thank you,
here's
Graham.
some Agnetha detail. I mean,
Can we say her name properly? It's Agnetha.
Agnetha. But she also had an affair with Stockholm detective Thorbjorn Brander, who had been assigned to her case after kidnap threats towards her children.
Yeah, and later found out that Thorbjorn Brander had made those threats.
No, this is a different fella.
That's what I'm saying.
The oddest chapter of her life then followed an affair with her stalker, Dutch forklift driver Gert van der Graaf. Had stalked her for 2 years, frequently turning up at her house. She complained to police, but in 1997, they started a relationship.
Oh, so she started going out with him after he'd been a stalker?
Yeah. It was a very intense attention from him, you don't say. And after a while, I felt I could not resist anymore. I wanted to know him. So she flipped it. 2 years later, they split up, and by 2000, she was seeking an exclusion order again. Van der Graaf was deported from Sweden but returned several times. He was arrested in April 2006, just yards from her home.
Okay, let's give DT a little call. This is Tom Baked from last night. He was called from the planet Gallifrey.
Oh my God!
This is my favourite call.
John Pertwee.
That was it. What was he charged with? Lust, I think. He was full of it. Maybe this guy just didn't happen. We need to get that calendar fixed.
Yeah, is that broken
the
again?
The batteries run out, yeah. It's gone, the guy.
Not online. Maybe he's...
Let's get Alistair. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Hello, can you hear me tonight?
Were you listening?
Well, we could hear you last night. Can you hear us tonight?
I can hear you.
You got some chocolate cake around your mouth.
The Horlicks I made of that call last night. I'm so sorry. Every time I turn the computer on, it changes the settings.
Oh, we know that feeling.
Oh, I know that. I know that.
Anyway, that was an absolutely wonderful show tonight that you've done.
It's not finished.
I am so pleased. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I'm really chuffed. But the other thing was, I do have to make a slight complaint. Not about this, but you made me tear up a bit today because I rewatched you getting the award at the radio show, the Radio Academy thing.
At the London Palladium.
Yeah.
Where we made a groundbreaking speech about being kind to people, and that got me the sack.
You know, Brucey's under there.
Brucey's buried under there.
We were straddling Brucey.
Bruce Hornsby in the range.
No, Bruce Lee, the karate man.
Bruce Lee, that's
Karate
it.
Master.
Karate master.
Yeah.
I don't think. Apparently, he wasn't a karate master. He was just a karate man.
He should have been an honorary master at least.
Aha.
Did a lot for karate.
Cats in the background.
That's what the noise is. That's the kerfuffle.
It's been wonderful.
It's good, that speech. We should play that speech to all of my naysayers. Speech at the London Palladium just before COVID. Well, COVID was bubbling around because I wasn't hugging people. I hugged Matthew Wright and I whispered, "You got fucking COVID now, you bastard."
And then he did get it.
Did get it. But I made a
after.
speech at the London Palladium after we won Best Radio Moment of 2020. We won it. Made a great speech, and then we went backstage, had a photo taken. And then when we came back, the theatre was empty. And we couldn't find each other, couldn't find our bags.
And they'd taken our bags and put them in like lost property. I had to go and claim them. Then they were furious at us for still being in there. They were quite rude to us, weren't they?
Yeah, they were arseholes. Got told off.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And then the bar was empty, like the party had gone.
Got told off. It's really weird.
We got left to find our way out and then got told off for trying to find our way out.
God, there's so many arseholes, really, aren't there?
Yeah. Julia Hartley-Brewer was sat behind us. I wonder if she's talked about the Meghan bullying story. I mean, she's blocked me, so I don't know. But I'd really love to know what Julia Hartley-Brewer is saying about the Meghan bullying story. I wonder because, I mean, I probably shouldn't say, so I won't. But we know stuff.
Do you know what I find hilarious?
Saw on Twitter a message in the passing. Obviously, I wouldn't listen to that bag of shite now, but. Apparently, the on this whatever show it was, they're saying, "Oh, shall we take the British citizenship away from them?"
For heaven's sakes!
No, why don't you just go out in the office and call people who earn a 50th of what you earn the C word? Go and do that. Go and do that instead.
I find it really interesting that she's all into worrying about people's mental health because of the lockdown. We're losing more people to mental health problems because of the lockdown when actually in real life she doesn't give two shits about mental health.
No. She's a horrendous human being.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Alistair,
so be kind.
Be kind. It's hard sometimes with people. It's hard with racists. Anyway, Alistair, thank you for calling. Stick it up your bum. 0203 286 6370. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. I don't know why the donate. If you do want to donate, you can. I'll put it in. We haven't done our sponsors.
No, we should defs do that.
Sugary spices and all things nices. Catherine, talk to me about 34. Oh, no, sorry, Cher. Talk to me. I've forgotten. Talk to me about. Don't move because I'll find you. Talk to me about.
Well, I'd love to. As you know, I was born in the wagon of a traveling show.
Don't sing all of the lyrics.
But even the
TLS.
wagons now have computers, and I set up my own website with 34sp.com because they use WordPress, which is what all the kids are using these days. They'll be able to help you through if you've never done a website before. These are your guys. They won't do it for you, but they'll certainly hold your hand on the end of the phone. That's 34sp.com. Get involved. Get involved. It's 34sp.com. And that's all I have to say on that matter. Man. Oh man, I miss touring.
Abby Care, if drugs, booze, sex, gambling, food, those things are getting too much for you, man. My name's Ian. I'm an addict. I went to Abbey Care. I got clean in the rooms. If I'm completely honest, I got clean first time, second time. 13 years I had, and I relapsed in 2 years I had, and then I relapsed, and now 70 odd days I got now. But I got clean in going to NA and AA. But this time I was finding it a little bit tricky just to kickstart the recovery. So I went to Abbey Care, which it was only there for 4 days. They would suggest going for quite a bit longer. But I was there for 4 days, and it's just what I needed just to kind of break the routine of being in my house. Particularly, I was there over New Year's. I think I was there for New Year's. And it was just kind of got me out of this environment, which was not particularly safe for me at the time. And they are great. You'll be talking to people who are recovering addicts and alcoholics and gambling addicts themselves, and they will introduce you to the 12 steps as well as other forms of looking at why and helping increase your esteem, your self-esteem. abbeycare.co.uk. abbeycare.co.uk. If you mention this show, you will get 25% off. So, even to support the show, develop a heroin addiction is what I would say. If you're a real fan, if you're a real fan, and you want to really emulate the Ian Lee experience, get addicted to gag. Okay.
It's very Moorish. I wouldn't if I were you. Leave it alone. Now,
my hair's looking big. I'm starting to. This will sound flippant, but this ties in with what Dave was saying earlier on. I am starting to think I'm quite attractive. I don't, it's not a joke. Genuinely, I'm starting to think I'm all right looking, and I've never really thought it.
What changed?
Before. I had plastic surgery.
Oh, that reminds me.
I don't think I was attractive when I was doing, 20 years ago, doing the 11 o'clock show and stuff. I looked like a cadaver. I think, who's the guy with the big hair who phoned up the guy from That's Life and pretended he was disabled and was playing the trombone and then he fell out of his wheelchair?
No, I don't know.
You know the fella. Someone will go, Victor Lewis Smith. He described me as... we are the people from Nico Armilana's prank. Yeah, thank you, little legend. He has described me as a cadaver. But he said I was good, but I look like a cadaver.
Was he a highly attractive individual?
No, but he was right.
Well, I'm glad that you're waking up to yourself. Just don't get too full of yourself, otherwise I'll have to tell you that you're Ming. I'll have to start negging you.
Just read it. You're not taking it seriously. You're a knob. What does it say?
Outlook good, which sounds a bit like I look good.
It doesn't sound anything like I look good.
Does Ian look good? Says.
I might have fleas. That it won't say that.
Reply. Hazy. Try again.
Hang on. Who's pulled the lead out of the back cam? Hey, George.
Hey, getcha.
You pulled the bloody lead out, you dickhead.
Was it George?
I can see him. He's pulling the lead. He's back.
Concentrate and ask again.
He's back.
Yes, definitely.
George, just stop dicking around, man. Right, let's get some phone calls now. Come on, guys. I'm sick and tired.
Enough of this nonsense. Get ringing up.
All the goddamn work.
Do you remember we played Uno last week? That was fun. Signs point to yes.
Yes, Vix?
Yo!
Hello.
What you got?
Okay, so I've been wanting to ask you this for a few days.
Yep.
So I don't know if you remember one of my calls. I think this is like my 5th or 6th call to you. One of my calls, I was in a bit of a state and asked you for help.
Oh, yeah.
And you said that you were really, really kind, but basically said, no, I can't do that for you, but
yes.
here are some other options.
Yes.
And there was something about the style of the way you said that I really appreciated. And then you were talking the other day about playing the yes game with your kids.
Yes.
And I've noticed on phone calls, both you and Catherine have different styles, but you're both, I feel like, basically, I need help with interpersonal boundaries. I need help with saying no, but it's really difficult. Like when someone's in your house, not so much during lockdown, but soon they're going to be in our house again. How do you say to someone, can you just leave my house, please? Without just saying that. Because kind of, I don't know, I just feel like it's part of British culture. It's a little bit rude to go fuck off.
Oh, yes, that is rude.
That is. But you could suggest that you've got something planned that they're not involved in.
Well, I feel like I have just one particular friend that will not take no for an answer, even the word no. So I've tried that's not going to work for me today. No, I won't be able to do that. I'm busy. This is so on and so forth. And it gets to the point where I just want to yell, will you just,
Why do they come round?
Oh, she doesn't come round. She's just someone that wants to make plans all the time, or she wants me to do something for her, and I've been in so many kind of I can't think of a better term, toxic kind of interpersonal dynamics because of my inability to say no.
Right.
And I just really need some help with it. And you two are really, really good at boundaries. You get all kinds of people calling you up, and you both have different styles.
I would, depending on your relationship with this person, I would just say to them, do you know what? I really need to be by myself a lot more at the moment. So if at some point I say to you, I don't want to do something, please don't take it personally. I just need to sort of recalibrate. I would say something like that probably before I hit the F off button, which, you know, I mean, I keep it in reserve.
Yeah.
But I would sort of brace them for it by saying, do you know what? I'm feeling like I need to just take care of myself at the moment. And that means saying no to stuff. So please don't take it personally, but it probably will happen.
And thank you for that. That's really helpful. And how many times would you say that before you think, okay, this person is, because it's okay for people to ask you for things, obviously.
Yeah.
How many times would you say that if they kept kind of violating that kind of boundary?
Are they texting you, or is what's happening there?
They are, but I've muted their text.
Yeah.
I've put a silent ringtone for their for that specific person on my phone.
Do you want to be friends with them?
It sounds like they're high maintenance.
It's a bit beyond high maintenance, and Ian, I don't know because I feel like I kind of have this rule in my head where if I said no to something once, I understand why someone might then say, are you sure? And if I say no again, and then they say, are you sure you're sure? And I say no for a third time, that should be enough.
Yeah.
It's like kind of 3 no's. It's like, no.
It shouldn't get to 3. If you ever say stuff to me like you want to be on your Todd, that's good enough for me as far as I'm concerned, because I know that he's telling me the truth because I don't take the piss. Do you know what I mean? But I suppose if someone is this person like this with everyone, or do you think it's particularly with you?
She's very pushy with everyone, but everybody else seems to manage to say no to her effectively. And I've had a lot of therapy, like a lot of therapy, and I tried to work on this with therapists. So I've observed the way kind of when you guys get callers, the way if they're not callers that you really want to be speaking to, or if they say something that crosses a line, and especially the way on that particular day Ian sort of declined offering me support for very good reasons, and I was really impressed by that, and I have to take ownership for my part in the dynamic. I'm obviously rubbish at saying no. Because
no, you're just not protective enough of your boundaries.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to do it, and I felt very uncomfortable in that phone call that you made. From my part of, I did the right thing, but it was uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable setting boundaries, right? It's uncomfortable. I'm curious as to what you get from this relationship.
Well, not much at the moment, apart from I just feel angry with her all the time. There was one thing I used to get from her. I'm a recovering addict.
Was it weed?
Something stronger than that.
God, I picked up. Isn't that funny? I picked up on that. Is she? So you're in recovery. Is she still in the world of drugs?
And a dealer, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Then I'm going to. Then that changes things from a counselling point of view. Now I'm taking off my counselling hat and I'm putting on my recovering addict hat. You have to tell her that you're in recovery. You don't have to. I would suggest you do never. I would suggest there's 2 things, right? And it depends how you want to do it. When I got into recovery, every time I deleted and blocked everyone's phone number with who I took drugs with and who I scored drugs from. I deleted it. I'm wondering if there was anybody who I got in touch with and said, I'm really sorry, but I'm changing my life and I cannot talk to you anymore. I would like you to respect that. I don't think there is anybody that I did that with, but I could be wrong. And I certainly know people that did that. It has been suggested to me that if I want to get clean and stay clean, I have to cut all of those people out of my life, all of my using friends, in inverted commas, out of my life. And I would suggest that you do the same thing. I'm not telling you, but I would suggest you do the same thing.
It's not a relationship based on balance, is it?
No, well, I've tried to make it one, but no, not really. I mean,
They're a dealer. They're a dealer. I've got a lot of time for dealers. You know, they're human beings. Quite often they are flawed. Not always. Some of them are arseholes, but quite often they're flawed human beings as well who have found themselves in a thing. That's their problem, not yours. I have to put let me talk about me. I have to put my recovery first. I cannot be around people who deal drugs. If I'm with people and I can smell they got weed on them or I can sense they got coke on them, I will politely excuse myself from that situation because the risk is too much.
Yeah,
They are not your friend. There you go.
Okay, and thank you so much. Can I just keep you on a little bit longer because this is excellent advice. I'm actually taking notes here. So, what if it's not someone related to your addiction? What if it's just a sort of toxic relationship in general? And also, with regards to when you said no to me and you said that felt really difficult, even though you knew it was the right thing to do.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, but you managed it anyway, didn't you?
Yeah. It's uncomfortable to ask. I find it uncomfortable. I think a lot of people do, to ask for my needs to be met. That is not my default setting. Some people can do it easily, and that's great, and I'm envious of them. But that is not my default setting. But afterwards, I was able to talk to Catherine and go, "Was I okay? Was that too far? Did I do too much?" Actually, I got a bit annoyed that I was put in that position. All of this stuff that comes from me, right? This isn't criticism of you. All of this stuff comes from within me, and I was able to talk it through with Catherine. It helps. I'm doing a counselling course, so I'm kind of slightly more aware of this stuff. It is difficult.
That was safest for all concerned. It would be irresponsible for us to have waded in at that point. It would have been wrong of us to do that.
Yeah, and I agree. Looking back, and you were both so kind about it. I didn't feel rejected.
No,
good. We phrased it well.
Yeah, and I felt bad. I don't know if you remember. I did apologise because I thought, oh, that was a boundary overstep.
Okay. Apology accepted. But we're all cool. Here's the thing, and we're going to move on. But you are precious, priceless, and valuable, and you deserve to have your needs met as long as they do not infringe on anybody else's needs. If people are making you uncomfortable, you're allowed to tell them. If they carry on disrespecting that, you are allowed to cut them out of your life. If the negative that they bring outweighs the positive, then there's very little reason to have them there. I would suggest as a recovering addict, cut all of your using buddies out of your life. It feels harsh, but do you know what? Apart from a couple of friends who I used to smoke a little bit of weed with every now and then and play FIFA with, who I am now friends again with, but they don't actually smoke weed anymore. Everyone else, oh, what a surprise. They weren't my friend. They wanted my money. They wanted my free drugs. They wanted me because I'd been on the telly. They wanted me because I had a flat and they could come round and use. That was it. They weren't my friends.
And I know that it's difficult sometimes because you're a kind person, right? You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. She's not thinking about your feelings. But the other thing is, what I tend to do if I think someone's taking the piss and I'm finding it difficult to know what to think about
We're talking about Agnieszka's boyfriend again.
Is what would I say to myself if I was my own sister, right? If you or your sister come into you with this, what would you say? You'd say you're being put in a situation that you don't deserve to be put in and you deserve to be looked after, right? Friendship shouldn't make you feel shitty about yourself. That's not friendship. You wouldn't do that to somebody else, would you? So why should you expect? You should expect to be treated better. You deserve to be treated better.
Vix, go and live your life. You don't have to do this all in one go. This is little steps. So let go gradually, but you deserve better. We're going to move on. It's lovely to talk to you. Thank you, Vix. Thank you. 0203 286 6370.
Do you know some people just aren't? They're not arseholes. They're just not compatible with the way you want to live your life, and it's okay to draw that line.
Yeah.
In fact, it's important that you
Yeah.
do because
Yeah.
you can only let them down because you can't meet their expectations.
Let's get this piece of trash on the line. I think I've got fleas. We'll talk about that in a second. Maybe. Yeah, Gatford.
Please.
You got 5 seconds to make this call viable. 1.
Look at the casual nature of this call.
Is he knocking one out?
I don't know. I don't.
My
wanna
kids are upstairs. You dirty bastard. Can't hear you.
Sorry, yeah, I got the microphone muted. Apologies. It's not just you that has technical problems.
I am drawing strength from that previous call. I'm going to set some boundaries in a minute. Set a boundary up your arse with my fist.
There it
Not
is.
like that. Not like that.
I was going to do a nice call and say that thank you for letting me play Uno last week.
That was fun.
It was fun. I then went and played Uno with some friends of mine on Saturday night.
Can I just say, right, we've got 3,006. There's me whinging the last couple of nights. We haven't got enough. We've got 3,600 viewers. I think they put us on the global thing a little bit too late, but that's by the by.
Yeah.
And because we were supposed to be on the global thing, and I think maybe they did it a little bit too late. Welcome, click follow, everybody.
You missed such a treat.
You missed a
today.
treat. But Gatford, make an effort, man. We've got nearly 4,000 people watching you.
Look at you lolling about like
Jerk off.
Twitchy the tramp.
I've retired to my boudoir and I'm enjoying watching the stream.
Gosh.
So, yeah. I played Uno with some friends because you guys taught me how we could play Uno over Zoom or whatever.
Yeah, great guys.
And now I used to play Uno with some friends of mine that I've known for about 30 years. And I haven't reconnected with them in lockdown. And then I contacted them and said, let's play Uno over Zoom. It's all sorted. The power of this show. Oh, whatever. I was going to do you a theme song for your new show, Ian.
What new show? My movie. What did I call it?
Yeah.
Innocent Eyes. What did I call
Sensitive
it?
Guy.
Sensitive Guy.
Sensitive
Sensitive Guy. All right. So okay, let's.
Hang on a minute. Let me just ask the Magic 8 Ball.
Oh,
Is this
yeah,
going to
yeah,
be
yeah.
shit? Yes.
Do you know what? I hate to let you know that thing is not. That has not been approved.
It's not let me down
by
so
the
far.
Witches and Warlocks Association of Great Britain. So that is the thing. Right.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
So
Okay, yep.
Here we. Right. So hang on. So I've got the thing, and here we go. So okay. Go.
He's a sensitive guy. Ian's a really sensitive guy. Oh, he's so sensitive. What a sensitive guy. That's just the chorus that we're
Go on. I've
working
got a
on
new.
there.
I've written a new scene. Go
You've
again.
actually got a decent set of pipes there,
He has got a
Gats.
good
And
voice.
you're lying down.
Go on. I've got
like
a new scene.
Like Marvin Gaye.
I've got a new scene. Well, I hope you don't get shot by your dad. Right. Got a new scene.
Thanks, Krusty Juggler.
Here we go. Got a new scene. So go on. Do it. Go. I've just written a new scene for this. Go on.
Oh, do you want me to sing again?
Yes, obviously.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
Got a new
He's a sensitive guy. Ian's so sensitive. What a sensitive guy he is. So very sensitive. What a really sensitive guy.
Yeah, guys, that's not bad, is it? You know who you remind me of vocally?
Jeremy Spake? Oh, no, sorry, that's visually, sorry.
Nigel from Maidstone.
Remember that guy?
Yeah, low blow, mate. Low blow. I totally
I'd
destroyed
love
you.
to see a duet between him and Emsy.
Oh, God.
We must keep them apart at all costs.
Okay, let's the
Sensitive guy.
He's a sensitive guy. Ian's a sensitive guy. Sensitive guy.
What's that?
Oh.
It's the 90s.
Hello, what's up? What's up?
Can I ask your magic ball something?
You may address
Of course you
the
can.
ball.
Oh, you mean the...
Your balls?
Do it.
Is Domino's better than Pizza Hut?
Signs point to yes.
Thank you very much for your call. We are here for all of the big things. You can call us as genuinely. It's my home phone number, 3,500 viewers. If you're new here,
4,002.
Follow. They put us on the global thing.
Too late, baby.
Too late.
You know, at the beginning of this, you missed a treat. All I'm going to say is follow us, and then you won't miss any more treats.
Yeah. They were going to put us on the global front page, and I think they might have put us on the global front page a little bit too late. So apologies to our wonderful guests that we had earlier. This 4,000 was for you. They screwed it up.
Yeah.
They screwed it up. Hello? Hello?
Well, am I or not?
You're on.
You're on. Turn your Twitch stream off, please, lad.
I've rung up about 4 or 5 months ago. I don't know if you remember me. My mum passed away. I was living in like a homeless hospital.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the show. I just wanted to ring up and say, like, my life's got a little bit better, and use have helped me. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Hey, nice one. How may I ask? You don't have to tell me, but how is your life better now than perhaps it was the last time we spoke? What's changed for you?
I'm celebrating 2 months sober today.
I'm with you, man. I haven't got this is the wrong jacket. Otherwise, I'd have had a 2-month chip to show you as well. Congratulations.
Yeah, which helps as well.
Makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, like life gets better, doesn't it, when you stop misbehaving yourself.
Yeah, not be a naughty boy anymore. No more naughtiness. Naughty.
Yeah, when I rang you before, I was absolutely stuffed.
Yeah.
I don't know if you probably won't remember it because you get about 1 million people ringing you every night.
Night, 1 million. We stop at 1 million. We stop
After
at 1 million.
we say enough's enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So how did? May I ask how you got sober? What did you do?
I had like a detox.
Yeah.
Hospital detox, and then when I was staying in the homeless hospital, I was having like counselling and that all the time, and then eventually like things got a little bit better.
Wicked. I'm really pleased. You deserve it.
Yeah, pretty much your show was like the only thing that was getting me through it. Wow. I know it sounds a bit silly, but I went from before when I was watching your going on Twitch watching your program every night, and I was just getting beers to do the radio show. Now I watch it just with a cup of tea.
I'm getting back into tea recently. I'm trying to drink less coffee, right? Because I'm a little bit wired at the moment, and so I'm getting back into tea. I'd forgotten the delights of a lovely cup. We used to be a tea. I don't know how old you are, Andrew, and you don't need to tell me, but we used to be it used to be tea, and then sort of in the mid-80s, frothy coffees came over from Italy.
Oh, we started getting too fancy.
Frothy coffees, and now no one has tea. It's all coffee. It's all coffee. Unless they want, is it ginger tea to grow your hair back? I can't remember. Green tea, that was it.
Coffee gives me panic attacks.
Coffee is not good for me.
No.
And I'm really getting back
I don't know
into
why it does that to me. Well, because
I think it does it to a lot of people, coffee. I think that actually...
We wouldn't have had Trump, Brexit or COVID if we hadn't been drinking coffee. We're all caffeined up. We're all caffeined up, so of course these things had to happen.
You've got the rage, man.
Same as Red Bull and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, there's no need for that, is there?
That shit.
Honestly, a cup of tea solves so much.
Tea in the morning. Nice.
How are you taking it? Have you got a lot of milk in? No, stop it. A lot of milk in
like
there.
Like Stevie Nicks in the 70s.
I don't think that was tea.
No.
Are you sugaring that bad boy? Are you taking it strong?
I'm a one sugar man, cafe.
Nice. Moderation.
I'm a man of simple pleasures.
You've got to treat yourself.
Andrew, it's lovely to thank you for your kind words, and it's lovely to hear that things are changing and it gets better. I promise you, it gets better.
Yeah, I'll get there in the end. I struggle a little bit, but your show's given me a little bit of focus.
That's a really kind thing to say.
But I
mate.
just
Thank
wanted to say, right, thanks.
you. Nice one. Look forward to the next
Obviously,
call, mate.
when I
Take care.
rang you before, I was a bit stuffed and that, so I wanted to apologise at the same time as well as saying thanks for helping me.
Apology is appreciated,
I'll
but
let
we have
you
nothing
go.
to apologise for.
I'll let you go. And
All right. We'll speak to you again soon, Andrew. You
Thanks,
take care,
Andrew.
mate.
no worries.
Lots of
Thanks,
love.
Scott.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Here we go.
I could drink a cup of tea now.
Oh, no. Too late. Too late for that. 02 0326 70. In about 2 minutes, we're going to do our wonderful sponsors. Oh, thank you for that.
Hello.
Here comes
Hello,
Josh.
Josh.
Hey, Josh. Turn off your stream, please.
Yeah, it's turned off, don't worry.
Nice one.
Let me
Josh,
just check.
what the hell is
What's
that?
coming out of your bloody wall
Is
there?
that an alien coming
I
out?
can't
through-
see it.
It's a dragon head. Where are we? It might have disappeared now.
Here we go. We got it. Is that a real
It's
dragon?
No, I was a bit drunk and I bought it. It's a surprise to me, don't worry. I went, what the?
Was this a drunken eBay purchase?
It was a drunken Amazon purchase, so neat enough, not far off.
Sweet Lord, what did you have to put in the search box to get that? That's going to have
I
you
just
bum
went, I don't know, I just woke up the next day, turned up, it's Monday, and I went, oh, Amazon, what's over? And he went, surprise! It's a surprise to me. I just rolled with it, so I bought it now. I'm not sending it back, it's too much effort, so I've stuck it at the wall. It's a bit of a random one. I've watched you guys for a while, but I've got the COVID jab tomorrow, and I'm terrified of needles, petrified.
Yeah.
To the stage where, like, I go weak at the knees, and I don't know if anybody's got any advice, but I am petrified.
So, first, are you going to like one of those big like arenas,
No,
or are you going to a GP?
It's a little cricket club.
Okay. And are you going with anyone?
I'm taking my mother with me for emotional support. It sounds crazy.
Doesn't sound crazy at all.
And,
Is she allowed to come? Do you know if she's allowed to come in while you're having the jab?
To be honest with you, she said, all she said was, I'll meet you there, love. Don't be soft.
Okay.
It was, but don't be soft. It's just a little prick. I said, well, that's all right. So you go.
Here we go. But you've had injections before, right?
I have, yeah.
So how did you get through them? How did you get through them before?
With a lot of nerves and a lot of swearing.
Okay. Here's the thing. I bet the person that's done it, that's doing the injection, will have heard the swearing. Is as long as you're not saying to them, you F it, they will have heard it.
Definitely not swear to them, yeah.
They will have heard it. So the swearing is great. Are you going to tell the person who's giving you the jab that you're nervous?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the best way. Yeah, I did. But I was a young child and I went to Manchester Children's Hospital. I had a lot of bloods done, and I had a bad experience. Basically, they couldn't draw blood, and I was effectively a human pincushion, or so it felt. Maybe not quite. And it sort of just totally put me off. And since then, I've gone, and then I've turned from this big 22-stone bloke to like a little coward. Like, you come here with that, and I will.
It's not cowardly. It's not cowardly. I had someone very close to me who was phobic of needles and would burst into tears and would faint. I've seen them faint. I've had to catch them when they fainted. And, it's not logical, but then phobias are not logical. They follow no logic. You have to bear in mind that you've had injections before.
Yeah.
And you have not died. I'm laughing, but you ain't going to die. Quite the opposite. This is going to save your freaking life.
Right.
Yeah, it's a strange one. It's like you say, it's sort of in your head, you're going, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. But in reality, it's a step back towards normality, isn't it?
In the chat, there's a few people who've had it and they said you cannot feel it, right? So bear that in mind, that you're building it up and you will suffer more for anticipating it, right? Have you tried square breathing? Do you know what that is?
I have no idea what these guys
This is good. Listen to this, because this will sound silly, but
because
this
I'm
is
having
good.
root canal on Saturday, and I've had some exploratory stuff, and it was bloody awful, right? And I found myself sitting there like this, tensed up, and square breathing calmed me down. So what you do is you breathe in for like 4, and then you hold it for 4, then you breathe out for 4, then you hold that for 4, right? And it sounds nuts, but it just forces you to just slow down a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Try that. Also, have you thought about...
So in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4, in for 4. You go around like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Square breathing. Think of it like that.
Yeah.
Have you got a stress ball or like a squeezy thing?
No, but I've got a dog.
I was just going to say, take something
You
to
squeeze your dog's balls.
I was going to say, whichever arm they're doing it in, squeeze something with your other hand. That gives you something to focus on. Don't bloody look at it, obviously. You won't be doing that.
I have no intentions, don't worry. Yeah.
And it will be over in a flash. I know a million people can tell you that, and it won't feel any different. But you'll survive it. It's not going to be pleasant, but it's not going to be as bad as you're anticipating.
I thought I can find them as soon as the needle comes out. I go, oh, no, and I just, it's like jelly, just completely shuts down. But it goes, nope. And it's because like the thought of it doesn't bother me, and then as soon as you see it go, oh,
yeah,
if everything, it's like the adrenaline kicks in you into overdrive. You go, oh my god.
My friend Goo in the chat is saying, I'm a body piercer. Square breathing is the one. It calms everyone down.
Oh, body piercer. Oof. No, that's not one of me.
That's the week after.
Yeah. We'll try that next week. Yeah. That's brilliant.
Josh, you got this. I know you got this. I look forward to you phoning us up, hopefully tomorrow, but maybe next week, and letting us know how you did it. You've got this.
Yeah, I'm looking
and
forward.
I totally understand your fear. It's not silly or stupid. It's a real fear. And you got this. You've totally got this.
Apprehensively looking forward to it. Well, it's a step back towards normality, isn't it? So we'll see what happens.
Imagine how you're going to feel once it's done.
Yeah. Well, by all accounts, I feel all right. Some people said they feel a bit, but I know a few people said they feel fine. So if you don't hear off me till Monday, that's why. But if you hear off me tomorrow, I'll let you know.
Yeah,
cheers, guys. Most appreciated.
Take care and be careful of that dragon because it looks pointy.
Yeah, dragon. Yeah, don't practice on that. Josh, nice to see you, mate. We'll speak soon. Thank you. These cats, man.
Square breathing. It was Sarah Benincasa taught me that one.
Get her on.
Well, I think she's a bit nervous, you know.
Why? Did you spoken to her?
A little bit, yeah. I think I get the impression there's a little bit of
pull out a couple of times, twice, which is fine.
I get the feeling that she's a bit nervous and she's just taking a step back a bit, which I get.
Oh, let me show you something amazing. Right, one of my kids are into YouTubers. Right, let's do the sponsors first, and then I'll tell you this story that actually blew my mind. 34sp.com, share.
Oh, we've gone Daleki apparently.
What? I wonder why. Maybe it was. I wonder why. Is that back to normal? All right, hang on a minute. No, I don't want. I don't want any shit. I don't want any yeses or nos. On this, everybody, yeses or nos are not helpful. Yeses and nos are not helpful. What is the audio like on this shot, please? What is the audio like on this shot, please? On this shot now, we sound stuttery. Okay, fine. This is shot number 2. Could you tell me with number 2 in your answer, what does the audio sound like in shot number 2? Got to put number 2 in the answer because we're operating on a delay. The same. Okay. And we went to 34SP. And you're telling us, what does it sound like on 34SP? 34SP is fine. That's the weirdest thing.
It's because of me, baby. I'm Cher. And if you want to share the value of your knowledge, you can do it on the World Wide Web, right? So get yourself a website. You can do it via 34sp.com. If you use the code TLNA, they'll give you 3 months for free to try it out. And if you don't like it at the end, you can walk away and there's nothing they can do about it, right? But you're going to love it because they're really helpful. And they'll give you all the tools you need to create your own WordPress site. And you can snap out of it and show everybody what you got.
We're going to switch now to AbiCare. What does the audio sound like with AbiCare? What does the audio sound like with AbiCare? AbiCare is fine. Great. Well, that means we can say thank you to our sponsors at AbiCare. If you're struggling with any kind of addiction, abicare.co.uk. Mention the Late Night Alternative and you get 25% off. So,
what the hell is going on?
What does it sound like on this shot? We're going to call this shot number 1. Alexa, can you say number one good, number one bad? It's gone again. That is because it's the same. It is the same audio. What about this shot? We're calling it shot number 2. What does the audio sound like on shot number 2? 2 is fine. Okay. There's 4,000 people watching, so 2 is fine. It's the weird thing, because it's the same audio feed.
What the hell?
Let me just try this one. Shot number 3. What does the audio sound like on shot number 3? What does it sound like on number 3? 3 is good. What does it sound like on number 4? What does it sound like on number 4? 4 is bad.
4 is poor.
What does it sound like on shot number 5?
Used to be in bed.
Thank you. What does it sound like on shot 5? 5 is bad. All right. But if we go back here, this is okay, right? Is it okay now? Let's call this shot number 6. Shot number 6. That's the weirdest thing. They're different scenes, but it's exactly the same audio feed. Doesn't matter. We can cope with this. And very quickly, last one. What does it sound like on shot number Skype? What does it sound like on shot number Skype? This is shot number Skype. Skype, good. All right, we've got enough for a show, guys. We got enough for a show. This is the postal address. You can write to us. TLNA, PO Box 1181, Aylesbury, HP. Oh, let me just get that back. Come back now. Come on. Hang on. Let's just finish the address. Hang on. Sorry. TLNA, PO Box 1181, Aylesbury, HP 2290E. HP 2290E. You want to send us letters? You want to send us fan art? Not lettuce, letters. At some point, there's going to be a book of all of this stuff. So that's the address. Thank you.
It's the plan. Someone said they heard your son perfectly. That was not his son. That was my daughter. You should be in bed.
And so someone donated. That was £3 from
you.
Alistair. Thank you,
Thanks,
Alistair.
Alistair.
You got this, man. You got this. You got this. Could be the back cam causing it. I wonder. So there's no back cam there. There's back cam there. So the sound is pretty bad. All right, it could be, couldn't it? Isn't that weird? What is that?
Cats have been fudging around with that camera like nobody's business.
Does that make any...
Audio is gone again, says Bass Flow Radio.
Audio's gone. I know, but ignore them for a second. They're on a delay. Has that... it's still bad. It did briefly get better. All right, fine. Well, there's obviously a loose connection somewhere.
No,
That's absolutely
noted.
fine. Right, let's get some phone calls. 02, 03. Oh, right. We're trying something new, right? This is our job. Let's do a quick little bit of business. This is our job. If you're new here, drop us a follow. We'd appreciate that. You've got Amazon Prime. You can link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch, and you can subscribe to us for free. Money that you would never... Odie's just subscribe. Alistair's gifted some subs. Thank you, Alistair. It's money that you could never spend yourself, but it comes to us. Go to gaming.amazon.com, link your Twitch to your Prime, and you can sub to us. Now, we have tiers, right? We have tier 1, which is fine. Thank you. We have tier 2 and tier 3. I don't know what the prices of tier 2 or 3, but they're a little bit more expensive. So we have been tier 3. We have a monthly production meeting where you get to come and hang out with us for an hour, me and Catherine. It's not streamed, it's not recorded anymore, and talk about the show. And we do it once a month. That's tier 3, right? And we didn't have very many tier 2 subs. We had 10. And we were thinking, what can we do to get tier 2 subs? And then our good friend Gatford said, why don't you send tier 2s a postcard? And we thought, that's not a bad idea. So you missed the recordings of the meetings. I know, but we want to keep it an exclusive thing. And we recorded the first couple of meetings so that we could show it as an advert. But we want to keep it something really special. So, how could we get more tier 2s? Gatford suggested sending a postcard. So, that is what's going to happen. I have now got a load of postcards. These are from Dorset.
And from the olden days.
They're not. I don't think these ones are that old. 91. That's quite recent for me. So, what we're going to do. Goodbye, Herbert Dumpster. Goodbye. So, what we're going to do is what is the date on Monday? Monday is, I think, the 8th, right?
I believe so.
So, if you are a tier 2 or a tier 3 sub on Monday the 8th of March, I will be sending you a whisper asking for your address. Don't have to give me your address if you don't want. That's cool. I promise you the address is just going to be used for this. I got no interest in it in any other thing. It would just be used for this, okay? But if you don't want to give us your address, absolutely fine. So if you are a tier 2 sub, tier 3 sub, on Monday, March the 8th, you'll be getting a whisper from me asking for your address. And then at some point over the next week, 10 days, we will be writing. One of us will write it. We'll split it down the middle. So it'll be either me or Catherine. You'll get a postcard sent to you. Simple as that. That's tier 2s and tiers 3, right? Not tier 1. So tier 2, you get the postcard. Tier 3, you get the postcard and you get the invitation to the production meeting. And we're going to do this for March and April. For each month that you're subscribed, you'll get a postcard. And we're going to see. If it increases the numbers significantly. And if it does, we'll carry on doing it. And then maybe we'll try and think of a few twists and turns on it.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, we won't do it. I don't... upgrading, I think you can do. But I think you then have to pay the full amount. It's not like you've paid a $5 and then you can just pay the other $5 to get tier 2. I think you'd have to then do the full thing. So my suggestion would be, is if you're a tier 1 and you want a postcard, let this stay with tier 1 for this month. God, I'm a terrible businessman. Stay with tier 1 this month.
And do it clean next month.
Conundrum. Your sub renews on the 8th. If I renew at level 2 on Monday, will that count? Yes, it will, Matty. And if you do not get a whisper from me, then let me know and we'll sort it out. So yeah. So if you don't get a whisper from me, then let me know and we will sort it out if you become a tier 2 on the Monday. Yes. I just felt, because I know that people renew every different times and all of that. So I just thought we have to have a date. We have to have a date that we can say this is the date for March, and if you don't make this one, then you'll be on the date for the next one. 02 03 286 6370 is the telephone number, although you got to be quick, baby, because we're coming to the end of the show. And then we're going to go and raid our good friends on Music Considered. I'm disappointed that Twitch... I'm sorry to our guests, because Twitch were going to put us on... We didn't want to say anything because we don't want to make a big thing of it. We're going to put us on the front page of the world. Sometimes we get on the front page of the UK.
Well, look, we've got something cool to show our man at Twitch next time we speak to him, and hopefully it won't happen
also,
again.
feel free, dear guests and friends, to take clips from that, use that, however you want. I still think we were hovering around 900, 1,000 for most of the time you were on. So hopefully that you'll dig that. I'm sorry we couldn't bring 4,000 people to you, but we will be doing that next month. And maybe next month we start an hour later with that. Maybe we do the first hour of the show and then we kind of kick in at 9. This is a learning curve for us as well, guys. This is a learning curve. Oh, there we go. This is all, this is a learning curve for us. If anyone wants to call in, you got the last few minutes before our friends All Music Considered.
Could you replay the video with clips of them for new viewers, maybe?
Maybe later.
Yeah, that's good.
Joe, I don't like stuff like that, Joe. I don't like stuff like that. That's a timeout. It could be a ban if anyone wants to. I don't know, but I don't like this. I don't like stuff like that. I just froze then. I suddenly got very, very tired. And I just remembered I've got homeschooling tomorrow. It's the last day. It's the last day, and I've kind of said to the boys, I'm not too worried about how much you do tomorrow.
No. Can they not have like a mufti day and bring their own toys?
Yeah, I'm disappointed the school aren't doing a little take it easy day. So I'm going to say to them, you've worked so hard. This hopefully will be the last homeschooling day you ever have to face.
Yeah, man.
Just don't push yourself too hard. Then we got the yes day on Saturday. Oh my God, I'm dreading the yes day. God, I'm dreading the yes day, where I've said that I will say yes to pretty much anything. We've set a budget, and I've said it cannot be anything that will put your lives at risk. But my eldest said, can we make this tomorrow? Can we make candied bacon? I said, no, you can't. I said, but if you asked me on yes day,
then
I couldn't say no.
Exactly, you'll have no
Couldn't
choice.
say no. So yeah, gonna be having some of that. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun, and the kids have been so brilliant with this whole lockdown thing. You know, they deserve a bit of focus.
I feel dead sorry for them, don't you? The kids that have had to stay home and not see their friends. My eldest has been all right because she's got her own phone. My youngest has been miserable for the last month or so. She's been trying to be brave and everything, but it's the first time I've ever heard my 9-year-old say things like, I feel sad and I don't know why. Shit, you know, you hear your baby say that, and I know why. I said to her, I know why. I said, it's a weird time. There are lots of grown-ups feeling like that at the moment, and also you're not seeing your friends the same. So that was bad of me. I needed to make sure, like, she did more Zoom meetings with her friends and stuff. But they do miss interaction.
My issue at the moment is, and I've always had this, is this little bit of, it doesn't really grow here. Doesn't really grow here.
Yeah. I think, if I'm right, I think you can get a Pride of Britain for that.
I'd love you to.
I'd nominate you.
Okay, I got you.
But you have to not moan about it. That's the problem. I think you might have moaned about it.
I'm not moaning about it.
We mentioned it though.
No, moaning.
You've got to be brave. You've got to be a brave battler.
I've been very, very brave. Very fucking brave. Very fucking brave. I'm very fucking brave. Hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. Esa bala de la molo siketana. Oh, bana kusha deka la kazubodua. E matuzuno la la tika zukitiwa. E foto no ala zuno to abati. Join in.
I don't know that language.
All right, you're taking the piss again now.
See, I don't speak your native tongue.
I like the moustache. A few people take the piss. I don't care.
Well, you know, they're the same sort of people that go, oh, you can't have fruit on a pizza. Oh, moustaches.
Well,
funny,
you can't have fruit. Well, you can't have fruit on a
you
pizza.
can.
Well,
yeah, you can.
Well, you can.
Broaden your mind, mate.
I'll broaden your mind in a minute with my boot.
Jamie Oliver put grapes on a pizza and all the. You can't
I bet that's quite nice actually, because grapes and cheese.
Yeah.
Goes. It's pineapple.
You put a bit of honey in the base as well.
It's pineapple thing, but I don't like pineapple anyway.
I do. It's good for you.
Okay, but being good for you doesn't necessarily mean tasties.
I find it good and tasty. Do you know pineapples used to be dead expensive to the point where people would hire them?
Tell me more.
I'm listening to an audiobook, Laura Shepherd Robinson's new one, Tony Robinson's daughter.
Yep.
And it's about the olden days.
Okay.
Where pineapples were scarce. You know, it might take a grower 3 years to grow a pineapple.
Grower, not a shower.
Exactly. Grower and a shower, but it takes 3 years. You've got to be patient. You've got to really want that pineapple.
Yeah, man.
But they were such a luxury item. It was like being able to put, like, you know, something dead fancy in the middle of your table. What would we have now? I don't know, like a fondue.
Dildo.
Donuts. And people used to buy them, and it would be loads of money, like extortionate amount of money, or they could hire one for a night, and no one would know that it was a rented pineapple, or you could buy a wooden one.
Thank you for the
just to show off and flex. It was before the Victorians. I'm talking Georgian.
Georgian. Oh, my lovely lady, what What are you going to say?
You all right?
No, I'm not. We seem to. I don't know what's going on there. We'll ignore that for the moment. We didn't have the colour blue until about 4,000 years ago.
Okay. Why?
You don't believe me?
I want to know why. Because they discovered a pigment.
Blue. History of. Here we go. Here we go. Let's learn.
Are we talking blueies?
No, I'm talking about the colour blue. We didn't have the colour blue until about 4,000 years ago.
What
it's
was
not
the
even
sky
a
then?
joke. Blue, the history of a colour. There we go. Blue has long had a topsy-turvy history in the Western world. But
I think we had blue.
We did no. We didn't. You think I'm doing a thing?
The Egyptians had blue.
You think? Huh?
The Egyptians had blue. Seen it.
All right. What is
King Tut stripes?
How long have we had the colour blue for? Question mark. There we go.
Yeah.
6,000 years. Oh, yes.
You said 4,000, but
I was 2,000 out. Kiss my chuddies. When was the colour blue invented? 2,200 BC, which is about 4,000.
in ancient Egypt, like what I said.
Fuck, no. No. It's embarrassing for you because you're focusing on the thing. The colour blue was invented 6,000 years ago. We didn't have it until then. I didn't say anything about it wasn't Egypt or anything.
What colour was the sky? Do you mean the pigment?
No.
The actual colour?
The blue. It was the Egyptians. Oh, the earliest life on Earth might have been just as purple as it is green. It's like a molecule harnessed in some rays. It changed colour. Early Earth was purple. Oh, this is going to be great. Early Earth was purple. Go away, pop-ups. Kiss it.
I know carrots are purple, aren't they, naturally?
Please stop trying to save face with me. I'm not interested in your pseudoscience. The earliest life on Earth might have been just as purple as it is green. It's all about microbes, photosynthesis, pigments.
You're just saying words now. This isn't.
All I've got is to say words.
Nothing of this is science.
All I've got is to say words. All I've got is to say words. Why did we lose 2,000 viewers just because I'm talking about blue?
Because you started to baffle them with your science.
Primitive microbes. It's all to do with microbes. Primitive microbes that use retinol to harness the sun's energy might have dominated. We didn't have the capacity to see blue. Therefore, it did not exist. When did humans start to see the colour blue? Oh, go on. All of you. The blue... About 150 years ago, a British scholar named William Gladstone was studying Homer's Odyssey and noticed the poet had some unconventional descriptions of colour. For instance, honey was described as green, while iron was called violet. No mention of blue existed. This is Homer's Odyssey, right? Similar investigations into ancient texts of a number of other languages also mean don't mention the word blue. The first mention of blue wasn't found in any language in about 4,500 years ago. What 4,500? So I was at 500. Was it possible they they could not perceive it as we do? There we go. Blue doesn't exist. Blah, blah, blah. Color. Here we go. Color only exists as it is perceived by an individual. It becomes hard to definitively say what our ancestors did or did not see. This is actually really interesting. So stop that attitude that I'm just getting the vibe off. There we go. There's the look. Don't even need to see it. Oh, I saw it. There it is. Were they really colorblind to it entirely? I say yes. Did their brain not bother to view blue? If you'd like to learn more about no, I don't want to. Oh, Jesus, that story really disappoints. But.
Yeah, blue. Who knew? Apparently we didn't. I didn't.
Oh!
What's happening now?
A brief history of the colour blue. Go back far enough into history, you'll find that the colour blue, as we know it, simply did not exist. Oh, yeah, baby. I totally destroyed you. This show is educational as well as erotic. Listen, let's talk to Nigel, and then we've got our friends All Music Considered alive.
Well, I mean, it sounds like a good segue from one musical person to two others.
Here we go. You better answer after I put so much. Let's play some adverts while he's on, because I don't really care.
The mobile number you.
Okay.
I mean,
we're done. We're done. Thank you so much to all our guests, to What's on the Tapes, MZ Plays, Sinjin O, Mods. Maybe we could get a shout out for all of our guests, please. Matt Waldham, All Music Considered, who we're going to go and raid now, and Janelle Wheeler. Thank you so much. That was an experiment. I think we got some things right and we got some things a little bit wrong. We'll have a little nudge with Twitter next time so that they put us Twitch, sorry, so that they put us on the worldwide front page a little bit earlier. We knew they were going to do it, but we didn't want to say it in case they messed it up, which is what they did. Appears to have happened. So we're going to go and visit our friends, All Music Considered, right now, who are just wonderful. And they won't take this as an insult. If you want to fall asleep to them, this is great stuff to have in the background if you want to just like doze or you're having a little rest. This is great. Sit and watch them if you want as a show, like Top of the Pops or The White Room or the Simon D Show, D Time. Or just have them on while you're getting ready for a little doze.
They'd love that.
Little sleepy sleeps.
They would love that. Oh, Nigel.
Oh, jeez. We can't do it. It's too late. It's too late because we will lose the raid if we do that.
Sorry, Nigel.
Thank you, everybody. We are back tonight at 8 o'clock for Judge Boyle.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. It was we tried something different, and we're going to be doing it again. So thank you.
If you're new and you enjoyed it, we'll see you later.
Oh, where are we? We're here.
George, yeah. Thanks. Thank you.